1000 EST. OCOEE. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I'm with my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' rock forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, see the kingdom, why you simping, for real. Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision that you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Regal. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different. Same book, but the page different. The page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turning signal on, so they see me coming. They still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this?
All right.
Hey, my studio is
welcome
where
in,
I
welcome
sit.
in.
Hey,
Let's get it.
I plug in the microphone and then you hear that click. It's a hit.
All right, welcome in, everyone. Good to see y'all. Let's do it.
This is not a slow.
Go. W's in the chat. W's in the chat.
We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so
all right. Yay. Get the party started.
Yeah, no plan. Yeah, no plan. Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it. Hey, set the bar.
All right. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in.
Hey, but this ain't no religion. We ain't following your antics. Hey, thank you, Lord. I should like a praying
game
mantis.
time.
Enemy
Game
just
time.
trying to see me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Only two things that
Let's
I
pop
need is
it. Green. I see you
everything that's coming
from above. I need peace.
I need love.
Popping green.
I need
How we feeling?
everything
Energy in the
from
house.
above.
Tamra's here. Z Gamer in the building. What up, Z Gamer? How we feeling? YOLO Trader in the house. YOLO Trader in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Party time. Party time. What up? What up? What up? What's goody? Jessica Lake in the house. Stewie B in the building. What up, Zyper? What up, Yogi? What up, Elijah? AJ in the building. DeMarco in the house. Holy. Bands Counted Up is here. What up, Bands Counted Up? What up, FX Lore? What up, Eric P in the building? Holy smokes. Who else? Who else? Ben G in the house. What up, Jay Deezy? What up? What up? What up? Carlito, I see you. What up, Connor? How we feeling? How we feeling? Good to see y'all. Big Magnus in the house today. Let's go. Let's go. W. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, we back at it. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The whole crew. The whole crew. Alright, let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. What up, Earl? What's goody? What's goody? What up, Nico? Nico in the building. Hey. Whoa, whoa. Yanosh in the building. What up, Yanosh? Alright, welcome in, everyone. Welcome. Welcome in. Balkan Trades in the house. What up, Michael? Hero of the Day is in the house. 3 Ants. Mr. Wayne in the building. Only Bands. Engineer 14. How y'all feeling today? What up, Donald? What up, the Don? Good to see y'all, man. Good to see you guys. Hope you guys are fired up. Let's go ahead and get started here. It's another great day, another beautiful opportunity to get together, and we'll see if we can walk away with a W here today. What do you guys say? What do you say? What do you say? Yeah. What up, Bear Berry? What's good, Jamil? How we feeling? How we feeling, everyone? Good to see y'all, man. All right, let's lock in. Let's go ahead and pray, and then we'll begin our session here today, all right? Well, Father in heaven, Lord, I thank you, Lord. I thank you for just increasing the awareness, Lord, increasing the consciousness. I thank you for working in the hearts and working in the minds and having people tap into their higher self, Lord, and tap into everything that you've called them to, Lord. We thank you for giving us a vision that is clear as day. We can see it even more clear in our mind's eye than we can see it here, Lord. So we thank you for it in advance. I thank you for all the victory. I thank you for all the winning. I thank you for all the valley moments for me and everyone in this live stream, because we know that there's value in the valley when we're paying attention. So we thank you, Lord. We thank you for adding value to us in our valley moments and allowing us to reach these mountaintops, Lord. So we give you the glory for it. We ask for nothing today. We thank you for everything in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. You guys are really turning it up. Really turning it up. The spirit of growth is here, man. The spirit of growth. Yes, sir. All right, let's get into this. It's game time. Let me lower the music just a little bit. We are going to do what we came here to do today. So it is, what is today? Today is the 28th of May. So we're creeping here, last couple days of May, coming towards the end of the month. And it's another day, another opportunity for us to be patient, to be disciplined, to be 8-figure traders, right? If you want to be an 8-figure trader in the future is right here, right now, right? This is the future. Every single decision you make today is a seed that's being planted for your future harvest. So I want you guys to keep that in mind, not only today, but every day for that matter, and do the right thing. Do what's required, as Johnny Gem says, to get what's desired, right? So today's we're going to do that. It's the 28th. It doesn't look like we have much news ahead of us here today. Excuse me, but we do have something at 2 p.m., but our stream will be well over by then, and we'll kind of be in the afternoon at that point. So that's pretty much it. Let's see if we can do some technical analysis here, find out where price wants to go. Like I said before, walk away with a W and get moving about our day here today. All right, cool. It is 8:04. That means it is NY open here. So let's go ahead and open up the charts. Let's dive into what we got going on here. If you guys can, very quickly, give the stream a like and sub to the channel for me. And then let's do this breakdown. You guys ready? You guys ready to break it down? Yeah, give the stream a like for me. Thank you guys very much. I'm just going to assume you did it. Let me put it this way. If you want to walk away with a W here today, give the stream a like. All right, give the stream a like. All right, let's talk about gold here. This is the daily time frame. As always, we're gonna start here and work our way down today. So if we look at the daily time frame, we will see here that currently price is kind of in this range, right? You're sitting in you got some supports here, you got some resistances to the left hand side, and this now becomes your daily range here that we're trading in. So we do see though that we have very clean range to the left hand side on the way up. We also have very clean range to the left hand side on the way down, right? So there's clean range all around us. It's just about whether or not price wants to make a decision to close below the range or move up in the range, and I think we can get maybe that decision today or tomorrow. So currently right now we are kind of in that range. As you can see, we did close bearish on yesterday's candle. As you remember, about 24 hours ago we were kind of in the same exact position, right? We had this candle extremely bearish. We kind of were playing around in this zone. We did take buys yesterday for price to push back up, which it did, but then it ended up coming back down here and closing legit like right at support, right at support. Let me lower the music a little bit. I feel it could be a little too high. All right, that should be better. So we got a closure, we got a bearish closure, but we have closed right here, right in this support level. So let's see what's gonna happen. I do believe we could get held up here and begin to move up today, right? But again, we did close bearish, and just because we're at a support doesn't mean we have to stop there, okay? So just keep that in mind. I know we are at support, but price can easily continue down, break the lows here today, and continue driving, right? Or we're going to end up respecting these lows that are down here and possibly end up moving bullish and kind of pushing back up in the range. So as I am always open for buys and sells every day, I'm open for buys and sells today, and we just got to get some information, I would say, right, from the lower time frame candles that can determine whether or not this candle wants to, again, either move up today, right, or does it want to push through the lows here and move down today. So let's take a look at the 4 hour. Let's get some more information here. So it looks like the 4 hour did close pretty strong bullish, but we closed with no top wick. Very little top wick, right, on that candle. Keep in mind our daily is bearish, right? So that move up on the 4 hour could have just been to establish this top wick right here, and then we may end up moving down today, right? So either way, 4 hour is starting to push down pretty heavily. Let's take a look at the 1 hour here. 1 hour is now coming into this zone. So there was a prior zone that was sitting basically right here, right? You had resistance here, you had support sitting down here, and we officially broke out of that zone, right? We kind of pushed out. So the question is, are we going to retest it, right, to continue moving up? Look at all the clean range that we have here today. Again, gold being at support, very, very choppy down here. We've had a hard time, getting through here, right? So as we begin to move up here, we break and retest and then continue to move up. That would make sense here today as well. So we haven't had a 1 hour closure below yet, so we'll see what's going to happen. This candle can drive down. We do have clean range, but we can also reject this area here, begin to turn around, and I think if you close bullish above, you got yourself a decent buy position. But all in all, let's take a look at the 30-minute. 30 close weak, bearish up there. It looks like buyers probably got activated here too. Yeah, and then now we're moving down here. So 15, 30, all that looks pretty good. I think to higher our chances and make our probability a little stronger, we can probably sit tight and wait for some sort of like 15-minute closures below here. And if you get that closure, I think it's probably going to be good to go. You got decent clean range to the left for about 100 pips. But very, very curious to see what we do here, right? I think we can say, hey, buys look pretty decent above these ranges here, where if you close back above, you got all the clean traffic to the left, and that would make sense with the 1 hour as well, closing back above here. So that's pretty much my game plan. I'm going to sit tight on this 15-minute time frame here, and yeah, just hang out, hang tight, and wait for a closure. See that 4 hour candle again? Yeah, I mean, look, the 4 hour candle can drive all the way down to 32.97 and rip back up, right? As long as it respects that low. So there is definitely room to move down, but I say we tiptoe on the 15-minute time frame here, wait for some closures, and then we go from there, right? Because if we don't close below, like it looked like we were going to close below on the last candle, and we closed bullish, right? So if we don't close below, we may range here for a little bit, and then maybe we get the closure above to head north, or again, closure below and look to target this range down here. So that's pretty much it. That's the day here today. We got price right where we want it on this 15-minute range here. Keep in mind the daily's bearish, but the 4 hour is bullish, right? So that's what we're walking into right now. So we got to move accordingly here and just move proper here today. So we'll keep an eye on the 15-minute. We'll wait for the range, and then we'll see if we can attack. So that's pretty much it. Sells are decent below 33.08, and then buys are pretty good above 33.13 there. So that's pretty much my day. Yeah, these are the ranges I want to trade in. I'm probably gonna I'm definitely gonna stay out of this range here. This is gonna be let me grab this. This is gonna be a no trade range for me. So no trades taken within this zone here. Below there gets pretty green, right? So there's some money hanging out in here, I think. There's some money of mine up here. And I just want to wait for price to get into those green zones, and then we can see if we can party. So that's pretty much it. Pretty much it for the day. What up, PM Magnifico? Welcome in, bro. Louis G is in the house now. Okay, W. So yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Passed my account yesterday too. We took a good trade on the live stream yesterday, but I was $5 short of it. So, oh my goodness, that was annoying. But yeah, so that got done. Took a beautiful buy position in Asian session last night for, I think it was 25 pips or so. So we did that, and then London took a buy position. Some people took profits, some people got break even, and then pre-New York, I think we just kind of sat on our hands and waited for price there. So it's been a good day in the clubhouse so far, and now we'll see what we could do here in the NY session. All right, so let's wait on gold here. Keep in mind, these sells below, you know, you're still bullish, right, on the 4 hour, but the daily candles got me interested, right, in potential sells below there. So, yeah, we will see how that goes down. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ here as well, so we can get a read on that. Oh, look at this. Nice. All right, yeah, let's kind of see what's going on here. So we did end up moving bullish as anticipated yesterday on NQ. We kept moving up. We did officially tap our resistance there, so I think our daily target has been tapped. We still have a lot of clean range to move up, but all in all, daily looks pretty good to move bullish. We've got a lot of strong candles now starting to form. 4 hour is looking insane, right? We should fill that wick there. So I was looking for longs on NQ during Asian session last night with the possible break of these highs there, but we just kept moving down, so I avoided all that. But now it looks like we are breaking the highs. We are moving up. 1 hour, wow, yeah, where did this come from? 6 a.m. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but we did fill that whole range now. So yeah, I would probably wait. I mean, you need at least a closure above on the 1 hour. Definitely a closure above on like the 15 minutes. So I'm probably gonna wait for the 1 hour closure on NQ and see, you know, if we can maybe go long again over there. So that's about it. You got a lot of clean range, but you got to get above. You know, you just filled the clean range to the left, right? You had all this clean stuff, this right here, all that right there, and that range has officially been filled now, right? If we put a purple zone there, we can see, you know, it's all done. So now we got to wait, right? Now we got to wait. There should be much more volatility here on NQ throughout the day, so just got to hang tight. All right. So yeah, we'll see where we go. We'll see where we go. Let's see. Zoom, how we feeling? How we feeling, Clubhouse? There goes Goldie. Where? Where's Goldie? Where's she going? Looked like she's back. She's in the range. Where's she going? Feeling excellent. W. Like Mr. Burns. Mr. Burns. Blessed and highly favored. I like it. I like it. W. Let me get eyeballs on the clubhouse here. There we go. Hero of the day. Smiling and dialing over there. Let's go. My man. He's in the boiler room. Oh my God, you got a staff behind you too. He's got the staff. You guys are crushing it, man. You guys are crushing it. $25,000 in payouts. Another 10K in payouts. I've seen someone else took 5,500. Incredible, man. We're just winning out here. You know, it's hard to ignore the winning taking place, right? So the word of the year has been payouts, and we have certainly lived up to it up until this point. So keep killing it, gang. Keep killing it. We're on the move. We're on a heater now. Gold back in the range. I love when you guys get all like excited. Gold. It's melting. You guys are funny, man. That's one of the funniest things. Over my couple years now of streaming, I love when people get all like impulse, like gold. Everyone look. You got to wait for the candle to close. Come on. Those are probably the most famous words out of Raja Banks' mouth. You got to wait for the candle to close. Come on. What's up, Ali? Good to see you. Allison, J4 Trades. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. I think I've seen Daniel there. What up, Daniel? Sunboy Comedy. The next multi-millionaire. Let's get it. Eric P in the house. What up, Eric? Yo, Daniel. What's up, bro? Where's the truck? No truck today? He's big chilling today. Y Code in the house. What up, Claytech? What up, DJ Scratches? Henry, good to see you, brother. Great message in the Discord yesterday, man. Yeah, welcome back. Great to have you back. Your family, bro. Family. I remember when we had, I don't know, probably like 50 subs. I think you were around then. So your family, brother. Welcome back. Any questions you have, don't hesitate to ask. We're here for you, G. What up, Ayush? How you feeling, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. So much more than hair in the house. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome in. All right, so Goldie playing a little bit. We're not closing below the range yet. Keep an eye on this hour candle here, man. You know, we've never had a closure below that range yet. So that's got me a little skeptical about the move down, and the daily time frame just being in that support level also has me a little skeptical about the move down, right? But we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen here. But all I know is that if we do get a 1 hour closure and it closes bullish, I'll probably be going long here on gold. Anything above 33.13 looks phenomenal to take buys. Let's go. What's up, Tamra? Nick 82 in the house. What up, Nick? Were you born in 82? Is that what it is? Good morning, King Plays. How we feeling? How we feeling? Who's new here? Anyone new? New on the stream, like maybe over the last like 2 or 3 weeks or last month or so? Say hello to the camera. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. We're not vlogging this one. Where's that new guy TK at? Born in West London in 04. Okay. So not 82. Not 82. This is my second day. Welcome. It's Plan G. Yeah. I remember your name from yesterday. I'm new today. Welcome in. Welcome, everyone. If you guys are new here, welcome. We got a lot of content that you can go through. There's hours and hours and hours and hours of live streams. There's also videos, trade reviews. So much, man. There's a free Discord. There's just so much that you have access to. Take advantage of it. You know, take advantage of it. We have people that run through the live streams. They go back into the live stream, and it makes a huge difference. So there's a wealth of knowledge here. You just gotta seek it. You know what I mean? You gotta ask good questions. You gotta go back and watch some of the older videos and stuff. But man, you can truly change your life with some of the information that gets just not just from me, but from everyone here that gets put out. So yeah, welcome in. If you guys have any questions, any comments, concerns, like just hit us in the chat. The live chat's here for a reason, and we're here to help. Second week from Germany. Let's go. W. Think I'm having some psychological problems? Probably. Most traders usually do until they work them out. Back testing, seeing good results, working like such good mentor like you, but have some fear. Of course. You know what I mean? You know what cures fear? Action. Action cures fear. So what you have to do is you have to say, okay, these guys have been trading this playbook here for about, I think I've been trading this playbook now for almost 5 years. Excuse me, same playbook. And we've had a lot of success. We've done this now live for 3 years. You go back, you watch the streams. We've done well, right? The strategy has done well. So the point of this is to get rid of your fear. You have to start putting the pressure on the playbook. We were talking about this in the Asian session last night, but when we win trades, we don't win them. The playbook wins that trade, right? So we don't get all cocky and excited and jump up and down like, crazy people. So we just say, hey, nice trade. The playbook got us that W. On to the next one, right? And when we take a loss, we also don't bum ourselves out. We don't get down and depressed and sad or any of that, because we know that the playbook got that result. So if you can put the pressure on the playbook, that's good news to you as a trader, because then you don't have to live up to this expectation of the best trader in the world or whatever you guys, super trader or whatever you guys think you're trying to get to, right? I'm just a normal guy. Johnny Gem's just a normal guy. Like all these guys that you see and girls that are getting these bigger payouts, they're just normal people that are putting the pressure on the playbook. They're putting all the results, right? They're casting everything onto the playbook, and they understand the playbook is going to bring them X amount of wins, X amount of losses when they do it right. So what that does is, especially for me, that got rid of all the fear. Because I would look at my wife and I say, honey, you see that right there? That candle closed below. I have to enter this. I have to enter it. It didn't matter if I wanted to or not. The setup showed up, so I had to listen to the playbook, and I would get in. And through that process, I started to get a lot better results. I started to lose fear, gain confidence, make money, right? A lot of really good things started happening after I began to really step out of the equation and just became the executor. So I didn't have to become the profitable trader. I just had to become the executor of a profitable trading system, and that was it. That was all I did to get rid of fear. So try that. Really put the pressure on the playbook and don't deviate from it. You know, follow it day in and day out, and you'll get the results that it produces. Yeah, 2 months. Oh, nice. Let's go. Do I have a backtesting video? No, because I really don't backtest. So I haven't backtested in about 3 years. Yeah, I just show up live every day. It's like, you know, it's like going to date a new guy or girl or whatever. Like, you're going to look at their Instagram, you're going to look at their Facebook, you're going to, you know, see what's up. But at the end of the day, until you spend time with them, you don't know them, right? Until you spend time and show up and be consistent and commit to that relationship, you don't truly get to know that individual. And that's the same way with the markets, you know. So I show up every day to continue to build my relationship with the market and continue to learn and understand the market's ways. So I think that's the best method of study and of learning. The only thing is you can't speed it up or slow it down or cut it back. It's just raw, you know. It's just live here, and you got to wait 30 minutes for a 30-minute candle and an hour for an hour candle. So it's not as exciting. But yeah, I don't backtest. So I probably wouldn't come up with a video. The only way I used to backtest was through the simulation from time to time, maybe twice a month. And then I would do sometimes like TradingView has bar replay. So you can, you know, just whatever. But I'll be honest, live testing is the best, in my opinion. Yeah, you see the edge, you have no excuses. So just think of it like you work for a company that is paying you to execute on edge. Does that make sense? So when that company sees that you're not executing on edge, they're going to be, you know, they're going to call you into their office and be like, hey, you know, we trained you to do this. Why aren't you doing it? So think about it like that too. And that also takes the pressure off of you. New from South Africa. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. Do you have viewers from India? Of course. Of course. India. Poppin'. What's poppin'? What up, C. Melly? Good morning. Good morning. All right, we got a 30 closure coming up in 5 minutes here. Awareness, yeah, that's true. Once you become aware of it, you know, then you can start to, you know, make it make sense. What up, Magnus? How you doing? How you doing?
What's up, my man?
I'm gonna bring you to Manhattan, bro, so we can start being like, "How you doing?" People, who is this guy?
How you doing?
What do you mean, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Oh man, you bring Magnus to the Bronx with that "How you doing"? That'll be so funny, bro. We would have to record that one.
Can you like walk over to Manhattan or?
Nah, I'm from Tampa. No.
But you're in the USA, man.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not that close.
No, I know.
Walk to Manhattan, man. It can't even walk from. Yeah, I mean, technically, I think there people have done that.
Bro, like days.
It would definitely take a couple days for sure.
Yeah.
But nothing new to you because you probably walk to Manhattan every week on that treadmill.
Probably, yeah.
It's light. He's preparing for his walk from Tampa, Florida to Manhattan, New York,
Bro, I'm
New
not
York.
even taking a flight when I'm coming to Tampa. I'm walking.
He's walk.
I'm starting now. I'm there in 1 month.
Yeah, just start walking now. We'll see you
Yeah.
soon. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, bro. Happy Wednesday.
Oh, Ricardi. Payout submitted.
Oh, payout time. W. Top one? Yeah, top one.
Yep.
2,500.
So it's there in a minute.
Bro, we have gotten, I haven't done the math in the last like 24 hours, but I think we have gotten almost $70,000 to $80,000 in payouts from top one futures this month alone. Yeah, it's like
Yeah, I was just
70,
about to say, like,
almost
total is
80,000.
like 100K.
And that's only the people who I know of, because I know a lot of you guys got payouts and don't, you guys are humble and stuff. You don't post them in the Discord, which is fine, you know what I mean? But out of everyone that did, we got, yeah, bro, we're almost 100,000 deep.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm only like 6K of that. So that just goes to show you how many more people are truly eating out here.
Yeah, it's freaking insane, man.
Time to
One
eat,
guy
G.
took 25K in payouts this month.
25.
Last month it was 15K.
Yeah. So we're cooking
Only
out.
top one.
I think the best
Yeah.
decision we ever made was really developing the clubhouse and kind of putting together like an army of traders that are truly like on the same page, like that are coming in here, investing into this community, coming in session by session, dialing in, like, and just working together. Because there's something special about when a group works together and that unity is formed. There's an energy, right? It's bigger than just, hocus pocus. It's hocus focus for real. And when you got hundreds of people focused in on the right things and doing the right, taking the right steps to succeed, it really does work like a well-oiled machine. They did a big study and they said, if they seen how much weight a horse can carry, right? And don't send me any letters. I don't know the exact numbers, but let's just say one horse can move 3,000 pounds, right? I can't remember the actual figure. So then he said, so if one horse can move 3K, how many can two horses move? You would think what? Like 6K, right? If each can take 3. Well, they did the study and it came out to a crazy number. Like 2 horses were doing like 15,000 in weight. So how is that, right? It's just a combination of both pushing towards the same vision, the same mission. Now imagine it's 200 people or 300 people or 400 or 4,000 people, right? All shooting and going for a common dream and a common goal. They call it unity, right? There's something special when you have unity form it within an organization, and unity creates that momentum, right? And that momentum just takes on a life of its own, and you almost start to benefit. You don't even know how you're benefiting. You don't even know how you're winning. You're just winning because everyone is winning, right? Like and even if you're not getting paid, you still feel like you're winning, which down the road encourages you to obviously do the right things that the rest of the team are doing, and then you yourself will be winning very shortly after that. So it's a beautiful thing when Big Mo comes, and I think Big Mo is at the door and knocking really hard at this point. So let's take advantage of it. Let's take advantage of it.
Big Mo's here.
Big Mo, baby. Go read The Compound Effect and go read about Big
Such
Mo.
an amazing book.
And when Big Mo
Yeah.
steps in the game.
Momentum comes in, bro.
Yeah.
We got the flow.
Yep. So, yeah, close your back above the range here. What do you know? What do you know? So the 1 hour is still open, and I'm still skeptical. So we're still going to wait And that 4 hour trying to move back up here now as well. The daily, keep in mind, is just rejecting support currently, right, up until this point. So yeah, we'll see where we're going. I think the 1 hour closure sets the tone here for the day.
Yeah, if that one closes bullish, we're clean.
Yeah. Yep. My man Traders X in the building. How do you compare your losing trades to figure out patterns to avoid? You just look at them, you know, and all my losing trades, I look at them and I say, did I check the boxes? How's the setup? How's the conditions? Okay, great trade. I'd take it the next day. Okay, good thing, blah, blah, box check. Okay, great trade. I take that one over and over again. And then I'll come up to this, and this is something that happened recently to me. I come over here to this trade, and I go, okay, you know, we had the breakout, but damn, you know, why didn't we win this trade? We kind of shot right back down. Like, what happened here? And then I'll realize, oh, okay, look at the nearest support. Wow, like, we're so overextended here. Why would I take a buy up there? No wonder I got stopped out. Price needs a pullback, right? And then this is how you start coming up. So this is the most recent thing I've witnessed in my trading, is that I was taking a lot of good trades that lost, but when I looked back at them, they weren't as good as I thought because they were way overextended at the time that I took them. So what did I do? I immediately came to this enlightenment. I looked at the rest of my losses. I noticed they were all extremely similar. And then bam, I went to work. I put together some notes. We did a webinar on it. I told everyone about it, shared that information with them. They also were like, oh my God, like a lot of my losses recently also were from overextended. So boom, you know, we just figured out what not to do right there. And that's just one example. You know, there's been many examples in the past, but that was probably the most recent revelation, the most recent like thing that I've picked up. And now we haven't really participated in any of those overextended breakouts, and I think it's helped us out.
Yeah, for real. That was a fire webinar too.
Yep. So for me, like, once I learn things, I want to go pour them into people. I want to go show to people. So once I figured that out, I literally just gathered a couple notes, grabbed up a couple screenshots. I even talked to John and Magnus about some of their trades. They noticed the same thing. We brought the examples to the team. We showed them exactly what was happening. That way, when it's time to take this trade the following week, and everyone's going, well, why aren't we taking this? We took this all the time. Now they know why, right? They understand, okay, we know why we're not taking that trade now, right? We did the breakout webinar. We looked at all the trades that didn't go as planned, and they were all overextended. So now when we let this go, no one's like, why aren't you taking a trade there, right? Everyone's on the same page and they know why. So, yeah, that's kind of how I've been doing it. And again, Traders X, that's just kind of one example of something that recently happened over the last month or two. Good question though, bro. Good question. And again, you will find those common themes, and that's why journaling your trades and screenshotting them and taking pictures of them is very important, because through your losses, you will find a common theme. Like, keep in mind, I run the elite program. I see a lot of traders. We go over a lot of trade reviews, and I'll be honest, what I see most is traders losing off the overextended breakouts, traders losing trying to trade this range, right, or a range like this, or traders are losing because they're taking buys with bullish candles that close with no top wicks and sells that close with no bottom wicks. Those are the three kryptonites in most traders who trade this system. So if you can stay out of that and stay clear of that and work on it, you're going to rise above the masses. Yeah. From all my experience, this is probably the most valuable information you're going to get on today's live stream. From all my experience coaching probably 50, 55, maybe even 60 traders one-on-one at this point now, that's the main thing I've found. So the three big flaws, right? The three biggest flaws that you need to stay away from. Number one, overextended breakouts, right? You got to sample size this, you know, to figure out what's overextended, what's not. There are little nuances that, you know, make it work at times. So, you know, it's going to be up to you to put that chart time and then go ahead like that. So overextended breakouts, right? Number two is going to be trading within the range. Big one. Big one. You guys got to get more patient. You got to get more discipline. You got to stay out of the no trade ranges. So this has been a big one. I've seen a lot of traders just blow it here, right? They'll take this buy here and price goes back down. They'll take this buy here, they get stopped out. They'll take the sell here, price goes back up. You have to wait for the candles to close. You don't have to, but if you want the probabilities that this playbook provides, then you have to. Right? So there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? There are times to take impulse trades, but most of the guys that I've seen don't know how to do it properly, right? So number 2 is trading in the range, and number 3 is so simple and so easily avoided, man. Taking trades with no wicks, right? It's not worth it, right? And what I mean by that is, let's say we're sitting here for 2 hours, and we finally get a candle. We're waiting for a candle to close above here, and it closes like that. You can't take that trade. Sorry. I'm sorry, gang. You can't take the trade. Whoa, I've been waiting 2 hours. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long you've been waiting. It doesn't matter what you want to do today. You can't go ahead and take this trade because 85% of the time, this is going to happen. You're going to pop up a little bit in profit, and then price is going to come back down. Happens so much. It's scary how much that happens, right? And I just want to save you guys from going through this and going through this and going through this, right? And just understand these are the 3 biggest flaws that I see in traders who start to learn this system and start to get acquainted with this system. So if you could begin to avoid these now, you will save yourself a lot of time and a lot of money. So just here to give it to you straight. Impulse trades without closures. Yeah, it's like the same thing of trying to trade in the range. I put a new video in the course in the clubhouse. It's called I think we just called it liquidity, and our definition of liquidity. I would highly recommend you go check that out, because most likely right now you could be trader A in the example, but you gotta be trader B if you want to win, right? So I would highly recommend checking out that new video that we did on liquidity and getting that stuff. Getting it straight, getting it right. So if you could avoid these couple things, I'm telling you, you're gonna have a much better time here trading this system. Write it down, take a picture, screenshot it, tattoo it on your mama's head, whatever you got to do. No overextended breakouts, no trading in the range. No buys off of candles with no wicks and sells off of candles with no wicks. If you just make those hard rules in your trading, you will keep so much money at the end of the day. Because remember, break-even traders, right? It's not that they don't know what to do. It's that they just can't keep the money that they make. So if they make 5K, they give 5K back, right? So they made 5K, they lost 5K. Break even. Where did they lose the money? From my experience and looking at traders' stats and trades and all that, they lose the money from these things right here. Telling you, man, telling you, this is valuable information here. This is game-changing stuff. Remember, it's not about what you do, it's about what you don't do. We don't take overextended breakouts. We don't trade in the range. We don't take buys or sells when candles don't have wicks. And we don't lose our 5K. Right? We keep it. So, yep. Could have charged probably $1,500 for that little webinar right there. But we'll dish it away for free, and we just want to see you guys win and stay profitable. Yeah, it'll most likely yeah, exactly. Return to the zone, make a breakout. Yep, exactly, Jason. Yep. There you go. There you go. How many pips would you say on gold is overextended? So it's honestly, it's not a pip thing. It's a structure thing, right? So it's like where are you, right? So let's say you want to take a buy. So let's say this is what happens, right? This candle moves up, Boom, closes like that. The next candle moves up, closes like this. And now we go, okay, look, there's a breakout, right? Price finally broke out of this range, technically, right? There's a breakout. So now we want to enter the trade. But it's not about pips. It's about where's the most recent support level, right? Because we know that if you're gonna get a big push, it's most likely going to be off of a support level. So we want to know where is that, and in this case it's down here. So what's the chances, by the way, there is a chance, right? But what are the chances that we start ripping up here? You know, it can happen, but most likely that's a little too late to the party. So that's where you want to really like sit tight and see if you can get a bit of a pullback. And you don't need much. You know, you'll probably see something like this in most cases, something like that. And then all you'll see is a nice bullish closure, and then that's your opportunity. Sometimes it'll give you a little fake out there. And if you're moving bullish in a bullish trend, you really don't need to mark that resistance off anymore, right? It doesn't have to look like that now. All you got to do is if you're bullish and the 4 hours bullish, wait for that support, make sure it has a wick on the top, and then take your buy. And that should do it. If you mix that with volume, higher time frame direction, the clean range and all that, you'll be good to go. So the idea is you want to wait for that new support. See how we have a brand new support now? And now we buy off of it. So that's where the power is going to be. Break and retest. Break and retest. Also known as a break and retest. Yes, sir, C. Melly. It's about what you don't do. Yep. Does that make sense? Does that make sense where it's not a pip thing? Because it's really not. It's really not. It's a structure. It's some type of structured thing over pip. Can you give some advice on how to journal properly? Do we need to write how we think, market condition? Good question. So I personally, Magnus, maybe you could talk about this too, but like the way we do it is we like to get a picture of the trade, right? So let's say we're taking it on the 30-minute time frame. So I want to get a picture of the trade before the entry, if possible. So like, boom, breakout. Right, so I want to get a picture of that, and then I also want to make sure I'm snapping a picture of the 4 hour candle, because if the 4 hour candle looks like this, then I know, hey, when I took this buy here, it was a good decision to take that buy. And then all I want to do is I want to screenshot the aftermath, right? So if price moved up, let's say I close partials here, I want to track all that, right? Same thing is if price moved down, I want to track it. I want to get that final screenshot of how the trade played out. That way I can understand what was happening on the 4 hour. And you never know, maybe the 4 hour here was in a resistance level. Sometimes when you're in the moment, you don't really grasp everything. But when you go back a week later, you go, wow, no wonder why the 4 hour didn't move up, this and that, blah, 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 right? So it's an opportunity for you to go back with zero emotions, right, a week later and see, you know, how the trade went, why it went that way and whatnot. So what do you think, Magnus? Anything
Yeah, man, I
else
do
on
exactly
that?
the same. Yeah, I take a pic of like the 4 hour higher time frame, you know, and take a pic of the 15. I can almost see the structure like 30-minute and 1 hour off of a 15 time frame now.
Yeah.
Because of so much, you know, experience. I bet you can do that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, you should take pics of aftermath too, so I can see how it played out.
Yeah. And then maybe a couple little notes. Like Magnus is good at writing some notes down, like whatever you want to remember a week from that day, or whenever you're going to do your, because if you take a trade on Monday and every week on Sundays you do your trade review, chances are from Monday, a lot's going to happen from Monday, a lot of different trades, different ideas. So you're not going to remember everything about the trade, about how you were feeling or whatever, right? So anything that you want to remember to kind of like consider in your trade review, I would write that down before you screenshot your whatever, and then, you know, that way you have those notes when you do your trade review at the end of every week or at the end of every 2 weeks, or however y'all do it.
Yeah,
I'd recommend like,
do that too.
Yeah, I'd recommend probably once a week and then maybe once every 2 weeks. Goldie all
Yeah,
over the
also
place. Holy smokes.
if you take a smaller win, you know, you go break even. I also note down why I went break even, why I did this, why I took a smaller win here, why I closed full before my TP, you know, all of these things, very, very important. Otherwise, you look at the trade and think to yourself, like, why did I close here?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So very
exactly.
important to keep notes. Very important to journal in general.
Yep. Can you show us the trade that you took? I only took one trade today, and it is where is it? It is right here. Did I say I took a buy earlier? I think I said I took a buy. My bad. I meant to say I took a sell. I don't know why I said buy. But yeah, this was the trade taken in in Asian last night. So same thing, you know, you didn't really have a 30 closure just yet. You had the 15 close below, but I didn't want to take that trade. I actually did have a sell stop on the break of the low, and then like 5 minutes came, it was like down to the last 5 minutes, so I deleted it. And what do you know? Price taps it in, or it would have tapped it in, and then it shot all the way back up here. So it would have been stopped out on that. So that rule keeps us really, like, anytime we don't delete with 5 minutes left, we pay the price for it. So I tend to, if you guys ever see me like have a limit order and then it's like the 55th minute of the hour and I delete it, that's why, because it never fails. Like very rarely do I get tapped in the last 5 minutes and it just runs. So usually I have to pay the price for that, so I usually delete. So I deleted here, thank God. And then once this candle closed, this green candle, that was this is the 15-minute time frame. So at that point, the 30-minute also closed below, which is kind of what we're waiting for here on gold right now, right? We've never had a 30-minute closure below, but if we do, then we're, you know, possibly gonna go down again. So what happened was this candle obviously made a little lower wick and then began to move up, right, to activate buyers here. So buyers clearly get tapped in on that move right there, that push. Let me make this a little bigger. On that, hold on, sorry guys. On this low, on this high right here, right, buyers get activated. But you notice how we never closed back above the range. So there was no point in taking a buy there, right? We were still below this overall zone to the left. Therefore, we were still in the bearish bias, right? So yeah, we broke that high. Once we broke that high, I set the sell stop again. I said, hey, if we come down now and break this low, it's going, right? You had a wick to fill over here. You had all that support sitting here. And yeah, once we got tapped in, it pretty much went straight into profit. So that was another like no drawdown type of trade. But we filled that wick. I closed my partials, and then I just closed full. Yeah, I moved my stops in profit. Wow. And it was a beauty. Yeah, it was a beauty.
What a trade.
Yeah, it was a nice trade. It wasn't like
nice. I love that wick to fill too.
Yeah, you had that wick to fill here. So look how it came.
How was the
4 hour? 4 hour was still bullish, but we had a massive rejection. Let me show you the 4 hour here. So yeah, you see this one right here?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
I see.
At the time, we were probably looking something like this. We had a nice rejection. It was kind of looking like that. So we were rejecting out of there. If you look left too, and this experience helps out a lot with this, look at this 4 hour candle, right? At one point, that 4 hour candle was bullish, like you wouldn't believe, right? It was bullish. It looked super like it would not come down, right? But then look what happened. It rejected, and look how far down it closed, right? So the idea was, hey, we're bearish on the daily. Our wick, we're starting to reject pretty heavy. Again, the 4 hour looks something like this, right? So it was already pushing down. We had the wick rejection over here as well. Plus, if you look on the lower time frame, you also see a lot of just, you know, pushes down in that area, coming in, boom, driving down. If you go left, it kind of happens a bunch here too. So
yeah, beautiful trade.
Yeah, so that was it. Just feeling it out. It was a tough one. Gold was not being easy on that trade. You know, it really made us stay in the pocket, be patient, and, you know, wait for the right opportunity there. So it worked out. You know, we were able to walk away with a W, which is always good, and on to the next.
Sir.
Free Johnny Gems? Let's free the man. Let's free him.
Let's free him.
Is he here? Is he here? John, where are you, bro? Where the heck is he? I don't see him.
Yeah, he is on Zoom.
Ah, there he is.
Second
There he
slide.
The cubicles, man. We got the cubicles going. Johnny Gems, how are you?
How you done?
How was pre-New York there, buddy?
Pre-NY was pretty great, bro.
Bro, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, Magnus pulled up too, so it was even better with Magnus there.
W.
Sir,
It's always
man.
fire when Magnus pulls up for pre-NY.
Oh, always fire.
The duo.
Love it when Magnus pulls up.
Sir,
Yes, sir. What's good, boys? How you doing?
Amazing.
incredible.
Amazing.
Never felt better in my whole life.
Yeah, closing
bro.
this month out strong here.
Yes, sir, we are.
I'm just receiving the gems y'all are dropping, so thank you.
Sir.
I didn't make a lot of money this month. I think about like 6,000 just in total, but like I performed it very well. Like I have no red days this month.
Great.
That one. Let me see.
Same, bro. My red days, I only have 2 red days, like right in the beginning of the month.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I only had 1 red day too.
Nice. I seen a lot of you guys have stacked a lot of green days this month. We've been very. That's what I love about the group here is like, we recognize that the market was choppy and we truly slowed down a bit. Fire.
100%.
You know how many traders cannot do that? They just want to go.
That's how we survive here.
We
Yeah.
were actually talking about that in pre-NY. You know,
Were you? Yeah.
chilling out, lowering
It's
our
amazing.
size here with the
Oh
conditions.
yeah, we were. Yeah.
Solid. And that's why everyone kind of finished up green for most of the days. Because even if we did take losses, we still took them small and then stepped in for the next best trade and, you know, end up taking that red day to a green day. So, W.
Yep. Let's get it.
Why is that?
The goal is to multiply and preserve capital, right? Not just multiply, not just preserving, both of them.
Yeah. Which support are you referring to, Leon? That's an A++. If the 1 hour closes bullish, yeah. If the 1 hour closes bullish, that looks pretty clean to me. All right, we good? Can I get rid of this? Multi-million dollar advice. Guys got it? I pray y'all begin to
you got
get
it.
streamlined on that.
Yes, sir.
That's
Facts, bro.
all. That's honestly what's standing in the way from you and profitability.
Years
bro.
of knowledge just spit out like that.
Yeah. I lost a lot of money, and it's taken me a lot of time to understand those 3 main pitfalls here. So take it and run with it.
Yeah, imagine
Be wise.
that thing you just explained in 5 minutes. It's like working with 60 traders, failing 100 prop firm accounts,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like losing a lot of money.
Yup. A
5
lot
minutes knowledge.
loss to get to those wins. You know. That's
Yeah, man.
something I'm trying to teach Alea too right now. Like, all right, you got to be a good winner down. Now it's time to be a good loser. You know what I mean? So now it's time to understand how to lose, how to keep a positive attitude, how to stay focused on victory, you know, even in loss, and handle losing like a winner, like a champion. So that's the next step for some of you guys in that break-even trade. I'm going to drop a video in the Gems in the Bend series about red days and how you got to be a good loser to eventually become a good winner, you know. So it's just part of the game. I know we don't like it and we don't want it to be that way, but that's the law. That's the law, right? In the beginning was the law, and the law was God. The word was God, right? It's also translated the law. So there's laws that govern success. There's laws that govern abundance, and you've got to tap into them. And we kind of sprinkle them here and there throughout these streams, nugget by nugget, but you don't really get it unless you're paying attention. So we pray that eye be opened up.
Yes, sir.
Ears to
Yes, sir,
hear.
bro. I wanted to bring up a point with the overextended breakouts you were talking about. I think you hit it on the point with you got to focus on the structure, right? I think
that's true.
understanding the structure, aka like the market trend, whether we're trending or whether we're consolidating, you'll best be able to understand which zone we're really overextended from. So yeah, I think you hit on the line there.
Yep, that's true.
Understanding the difference between trending markets and consolidation, which are overextended moves, I think that's key right there.
Yeah, man, true. And what I see too is basically, if let's say that we break through like 2 zones, let's say 2 ranges, we break through instead of just only breaking through the one and near the zone. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So like we're breaking through
Facts.
2 resistances at once. That's like
Right.
an overextension, in my opinion, too.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I see in some of my losses too.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
Because the
Same.
pips don't matter because the ranges on gold are always different. Like one day you can have a 30 pip range, the other day you can have a 130 pip range.
For real, bro.
So the
Right.
pips is not the big thing here. It's where's that most recent support if you're going to take a buy, where's the most recent resistance if you're going to take a sell, and if it's going to be like a breakout, then how close. What determines, in my opinion, is where are you? Did you close here? So look, this closure, excellent, fantastic closure. This closure, not as good. Not as good at all, right? So, and then this closure, not good at all. Some people be like, can we buy now? I'm like, bro.
Bro, come
Bruh.
on.
Yeah.
Fill the whole range.
Yeah, so
No.
where have you traveled to, right? So that's the one thing about the breakouts. This is what you're looking for, right? As close as possible to this. This is questionable. You're mid-range here now, right? And this is obviously just dumb, basically. Yeah, dumb.
Right.
So don't do that. You know? Same thing with the and
Yeah.
by the way, I'm going to drop something in the course that has like left and right. You know what I mean? Like left side, right side. Good breakout, bad breakout. Good celery, bad celery. Good onion, bad onion. So that's all going to be coming in the course. Probably, you know, at some point, maybe by the weekend, we're going to have those examples of what good structure looks like, what bad structure looks like, because it could be confusing. You know what I mean? It really could. Like celery plays, right? I explain the celery play, and I say, okay, here's a celery play, guys. This is what it looks like. You know, you have this is the ideal one. You got this bullish closure, and then the next candle closes bearish, right? And it has a small wick on the top and a decent wick at the bottom, and your entry is here, right? So I can say that, but you think I said this, right? Bullish closure, bearish closure. Let's see, is it above the range? As long as it's above the range, Nick said it's a celery play. Okay, that looks good. Okay, let me enter on the break of the high here. That's just, say it with me, chat, dumb.
Stupid.
Right?
Okay.
That's not
Dumb,
smart.
Dumb, stupid.
That is that is
dumb
not a
and stupid.
good celery play, right?
Yeah.
This doesn't look like this. So, and again, I understand how this could be a little confusing, and that's why we're going to put the examples up for you guys so you can see, hey, good celery, bad celery, good breakout, bad breakout, you know, and I think that'll really help moving forward for some of you guys that are still trying to understand the patterns and whatnot. Yep.
Sure.
It'll be done. It should be done. I think we'll have them all done over the weekend. Shout out to Mr. BTC who's going to give me a hand with this, who honestly draws up phenomenal examples. If any of you guys have seen his examples and when he asks me questions and he really gets the detail, like, hey, if price looks like this, what should we do? You know, so I think he's going to do a great job and appreciate him, and he'll probably have those done at some point over the next week or so.
Get it. Awesome.
Big Norbin in the house. What's up, brother? What's up? What's up? I did not see Norbin at all yesterday. Supposedly, Norbin said he was trying to send some message in the chat. I don't know, bro. I didn't see any of what you were trying to type in the chat yesterday. That was weird. Let's see here. Okay, waited for support. Bullish price action on the 4 hour. Okay, strong closure here. Got out at break even. Got out of BE. So what? Price came down. So you're in profit here, right? And price came down to BE. Yeah, damn. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I think it was a pretty good trade, right? You had support here. You took your buy. I would have probably closed some partials or something like as we broke the wick just to secure some profits. And then because we can reject there, like obviously there you see the rejection there. So yeah, I think if I entered here, I probably, Norbin, would have wanted to secure something like right around this wick fill here. So I think maybe you could have, that's probably the only little thing I would have done better. And then, you know, your runner gets hit at break even, but at least you got, you know, your partials and secured some profit on that. So other than that, pretty good trade, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's what I
look,
was gonna say too.
if you,
Secure profits.
yeah, like if you're not going to wait for the actual breakout, then it's wise to take profits when you get here, right? Because that's, if price is going to reject anywhere, it's going to be right there. So yeah, and if you do wait for the breakout, now you got all whatever ranges to the left, you know what I mean, to take advantage of. But yeah, other than that, I'd probably just say maybe would have closed some partials here, went break even, and then at least took some money out of that. What's going on here with Goldie? What's going on?
I think, yeah, right. I think it's important to remember, and I had to learn this too, like the hard way. And Raja talked about this, Nick, you talk about this. Like, it's not always guaranteed that price is going to hit your TP on the exact decimal point, right? On that fixed number. It's not going to always do that, right? It's important to secure profits as your trade is making its way to that target, you know, just in case price wants to almost hit your target and then come right back down to your break even, right? It's important to secure profits as we're coming near the target, not just waiting for it to hit it like on the exact number.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I always do that too. I always close up a little bit early, even from a wick fill or something.
Same. Imagine how many buyers went in now.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Even in the live chat here,
man.
after hearing me say you gotta wait for the candle to close and don't do the impulse, and these are the 3 flaws that keep traders, people still got in there. So
100%.
like we've never had a closure outside of that range, never once.
Nope. Yo, Nick, look at that in the Zoom chat too. If you want to show, I don't know if you want to show it here, but
Which one? Zoom. Let me
those
scroll down.
Mr. BTC said.
Oh yeah, like these are
Bro,
some
don't show
examples
anything,
here.
no.
Yeah, see? Yeah, this is perfect. Breakout overextended. You see how support is down here? And then we'll go to take a buy here and wonder, hey, what happened? I don't know why we lost that trade, right? It's like, dude, look how far you are away from support, right? And then look at this one. So you have that same support, but then you come here and you create a brand new one. Now those buys are way more valid at that point, and you actually have a good stop loss too below those lows. So yeah, this is amazing. So you're gonna see a couple of these come out pretty soon that are gonna give you a good, you know, direction on what you should be looking for and what you shouldn't be looking for. Yeah, TPs go in the obvious locations and stuff. Yeah, so you wanna be a little different,
And it's all an idea too. Like the more you guys just show up every day and watch the candles move, you're gonna understand, you know, what we're talking about and get way better, more familiar with how the markets move.
Yep.
100%. Sebastian, yo, send me a quick message, bro, on Discord. Bump. Oh, actually, you don't have to. I got you right here. Just in case you don't have that, which I don't think you do. I'll get everything set up today, Sebastian. Gold is funny? Yeah. Oh my god. Yo. But hey, what's good is that if you did take this and you couldn't like hold the urge today, and let's say you did get stopped out, now you can soak that in more. Be like, you know what? The stupid freaking guy on YouTube is right. I shouldn't do that, right? And this could serve as a great lesson for you today. So lessons equal blessings if you can really get the gist of it. You know what I mean? So today was a prime example. You know, I know a lot of people entered this. I know a lot of people in the chat entered this, even after hearing what we spoke about. So, right, we're not just saying this to talk, right, to fill time here, right? We're saying this because It's all true. It's what we see. It's the biggest flaws that we see in traders who trade this system. So
Yep.
Yeah. If you took a loss on that, it's probably the best thing that could have happened to you today. honestly.
Probably.
For real, yeah.
And you think it's the worst, but it's really the best, right? But it's all it's a perspective, you know, on how you're looking at it, whether you're learning from it or getting upset from it.
Yeah. So a W day. If you make it one. You know, if you make it a W day by learning here. And you're probably mad at me right now, and that's fine. That's fine, because as a coach, I'm not here to make you happy. I'm here to make you rich, right, and abundant in all areas of life. So if you're mad at me right now, it's not a big deal. You'll get over it, and then you'll be like, you know what, the guy was freaking right. He was right. Stupid glasses and stupid YouTube thing, but you know what? He's got a point. You know what I mean? And then you just learn from that. Not me? Good. Just a trader. I didn't think you'd be in. No one will admit. No one is going to admit they got in the buys. Oh, I mean, they would have if maybe price like jumped like this. Then they would have been like,
Yeah,
yo, I took those buys. Nick, you suck, bro. You waited for the closure. What a loser. You know what I mean?
Gotta get humbled really quick.
Yeah. But it didn't do that.
is
You know
so
what I mean?
true.
So no one's going to tell us.
That is way too true.
Can anyone admit that they took the buy? Anyone? Because I think this could be a good lesson. That's why I be asking people, yo, if you entered impulsively, tell us now while you're at break even. Don't tell us when you're 50 pips in profit like you guys always do, but you don't tell us about the losers. There you go. We got some honest people here. Remember, the truth hurts, but in the end, it sets you free. So it's good. Thank you, Jason. Thank you for the honesty. Nice. Yeah, see, we got some honest people here. Took sell after rejection. Nice. Even the sell, I wouldn't even recommend taking that, because this thing could start flipping bullish, right? So just like you took the buy impulsively, you take the sell impulsively, the same thing can happen. You know what I mean? So until you get this closure, I think you might wick around a bit. Maybe you'll get lucky.
IG
Trading.
gurus, Nick.
Trading in the range is probably the most riskiest thing you could ever do, honestly, in trading.
For real.
And the scariest thing you could ever bring your trading account on.
Yeah. Now the other thing is, like, if you don't trade this system and you trade like a moving average or a trend, that's one thing, right? But I'm talking about the traders that trade the playbook and want the playbook results, right? Those are the traders I'm talking about. If you have a whole other system and you were like, hey, that's a 60% Fibonacci, but whatever, that's fine. You know what I mean? I get that. Then you should be in that trade, right? But I'm talking about the traders who use this system, right?
Yeah.
It's you shouldn't be in a buy or a sell at this point if you want, playbook results. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because right now someone's in their own A+ setup, right? From maybe here, right? Maybe a moving average was here, and they're still holding, right? So they're still in their A+ setup, but it's not our A+, or not this playbook's A+ setup. So always keep that in mind. When I talk about this stuff, I'm gearing it towards those that are trading the playbook, right? Trading the way I trade. This is a stream that I host, so I would most likely expect most of the people here trying to learn the way that we do it. So I'm only talking to those traders. If you guys have other systems and you're doing that, like, just block all that out. Boom, boom.
Gold chill though.
4 minutes on a closure here. Let's go take a look at NQ here while we wait as well.
Is it 9:30 yet?
Not yet, but the buys are starting to look
Just
better and better as we go.
Just kidding.
NQ 930. Just wait on the liquidity graph. We go down to like 21,430.
Yeah.
Just let us retest that support right there, and then once we break the high, we should be good to go.
Yeah, only like 100 pip stops. That's fine.
That's light. That's light.
Oh man. And then maybe if we're lucky, we could re-break the high, re-break the low, and then re-break the high,
And then re-break the low.
and then re-break the low.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dun. Um. Yeah, true. All right, so we got some time here. We'll see. We grabbed the pack, very similar to last night's sell that we took. So yeah, we'll see what happens tonight or today.
Tonight.
Tonight is the night.
It's just morning.
Yeah, it's only 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super early here. Day just getting started.
True. Impulse entries, yeah, they work best during volume. I personally don't like to take them in a range. I'd rather take them more so as like an onion play. So for me, I don't like to take them. Let's say you have a range here. I don't know. I feel like the probability is much lower when you try and take it before like a closure. So the impulse entries that I like to take are more so, let's say like we're bullish and price is coming down, and we want to, let's say, take a buy or something, right? So we're bullish. Price comes down, and then maybe we don't get a confirmation candle, but we get a big rejection or something. So an impulse trade, to me, definition is going to be taking a trade without a confirmation candle in front of it. So as you know, all of our trades have confirmation candles. Like the breakout has this, obviously a breakout, then we buy, right? The onion has a support formed, and then we buy, right? Things like that. So what an impulse trade for me is taking a trade without the confirmation candle in front of us, right? So we would normally be waiting for a bullish closure here. This is where sometimes I'll take my impulse trades, and this has to be during high times of volume. We have to be moving in the higher time frame direction. If you get a big rejection, this is typically when I tend to get in impulsively without waiting for candles to close in my direction. Is when you break that high there, you should get a run, right? Especially during the bigger higher volume times, you're typically going to get candles that close like that, not like that, right? So I want to try and get in on that, and then that's when I'll use the impulse to attempt to get in there. But anything like this where you just break that low, I do not like those. Those never tend to work in your favor, like over the course of 20 trades, 30 trades, 40 trades. So yeah, these impulse entries, we actually have a solid win rate on them. Like we have a predictable win rate, which is good. It's like over 75% on these type of impulse ones. But I'll be honest, any of the like break of the lows here or break of the highs here, I don't like those. Those are truly 50-50 in my opinion. Like I've never been able to get a good read on probability taking these type of impulse entries before a breakout. I like taking them more so when price is trending over anything, if that makes sense. So like in this case, price would be trending, right? We move up, we come down, we take an impulse trade to go back up. So that's how I like to do them. Playbook 3.0?
50 close.
Yeah,
Wow.
I see it.
Oh man,
Wow.
funny.
That's fine.
Gold's funny.
That's fine. Gold gonna do what
Yeah.
gold wants to do.
Yeah, bro. Nothing I can do about that, bro.
The
Thank God I'm
Prather
guided by my
trader.
playbook.
Let's get it. The best part is
going to over trading and revenge trading and
We could do that too, Magnus.
hey, the
Yeah,
best
exactly.
We
the
could
best
just say screw it, bro. and
the
just-
best part is when you know what your setup looks like, guess what? You know what your setup looks like. So now you don't have to sit here and
Right.
scratch your head. Like, no, we
Yep.
know what the setup looks like. We just wait for it.
Exactly. When you know what your setup looks like, it's way easier to be patient and disciplined because now you know what you're being patient and disciplined for.
Yeah. Inverted celery, yeah, those are impulse. Any celery, inverted celery, and fade. So the only impulse trades I do are inverted celery, celery, and fade. And I have education on all those. If you just go to my YouTube channel, go to the Playbook 2.0 video, and there'll be descriptions of all those trades there.
Yo, Norman, bro, I don't know, man. It's getting pretty hot for golf. For
Hey,
me,
Norbin
honestly.
hit me at like 9:30 yesterday. Like, yo, you want to play golf at 12? I'm like, man, I wish I was
Really?
that free. That'd be awesome. Yeah. That's baller, Norbin.
Where, bro?
I
Maybe
aspire
some
to
top
be.
golf, Norman.
I aspire to be rich like you one day.
Yo, facts, bro.
He said it's 9:30. You want to go for a 12 p.m. tee time? I'm like, damn, I wish. I wish.
Norman, maybe we should run up some top golf.
This is the video I'm talking about. Highly recommend you guys. Most of you that we come up with a on top of this. If you guys are new here, this is going to explain all my positions, when I like to take impulse trades, when I don't take them. All the positions get broken down with the mindset, mentality behind it, how to view a playbook, what to look for, and then obviously all the trades are, well explained with confirmation stuff, right? Entry stuff and all that. So I would check this one out. This one is a very, very in-depth, detailed video. I think it's like 40 minutes long, 45 minutes long. So it's extremely, extremely valuable. Yeah, 43 minutes. So the Playbook 2.0, I'll link it here in the chat for you guys. But I would highly recommend, if you're new here, to go on YouTube at some point today, tomorrow, throughout your week, and watch this video right here. Yeah. If you're in the clubhouse, you have access to all of this stuff and more. You have access to the whole course and everything. I would recommend, if you're new, to start going through those. That way next week while we're live streaming, you understand what we're doing. Does that make sense? You're on the same page with us a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Trading or university. I don't use the word or too much anymore. Like, should I get a Benz or a Porsche GT RS? No, I use the word and.
Both.
Let me get a Benz and a Porsche GT3 RS, right? Do we do trading here or university? We do both. Trading, university, right? I mean, there's no point in doing the or anymore, baby.
Yeah,
We don't live off ors. We live off ends now.
That's Nick Stewart. Them right there.
15 closed below on gold. Yeah, no bueno, no bueno. No bueno on the 15 here. We got 9:30 coming, so I'd rather have a clear confirmation on where price wants to go at 9:30 here. So
Yeah. Sure. It's like
by the way, gang,
out there.
if we were to say, if we were to lean towards one answer, yes or no, or if we were to lean towards one answer on this candle here, would we say that closed with like a good wick or not the best wick? What would you guys say? Good wick, good or no good? Good or no good? No good, no good, no John Wick, no John Wick, no good, no good. It's questionable, right? I'd say it's questionable. But I don't want to leave my money up to questionable stuff here, right? So that would be considered like, again, a lot of traders get in right here, and then we look back at their trades, and I go, brother, how many weeks in a row do I have to tell you, don't take sells when the candle closes with either no or little to no wick, right? And then I go, oh, yeah. So this is always going to look good, right? There's a fake out never resembles a fake out, right? Hence
Exactly.
why it's called a fake out, right? Because it's always going to look good. You get a strong closure, you get clean traffic to the left, right? You got some volume coming in, but then there's these little details
Pack
that
runner
play
first.
in. Yeah, pack runner up there, all that. But you got to really be, calculated, dialed in, and make sure you're truly, truly following the playbook.
Yeah, man, it looked like high volume, clean range, the best setup you ever seen. Then it's a fake out.
Yeah, a fake out never looks like a fake out. It always,
Exactly.
and you can't really tell when a fake out's coming outside of maybe it's going against a direction of the higher time frame, right? But in this case, the higher time frame is bullish and bearish. So that's where this type of day gets a little tricky. So if it's a little tricky, you wait for higher time frame confirmations, right? You don't enter on the 15, you wait for a 30, or you wait for a 1 hour confirmation, because the higher the time frame, the stronger the data, right? And most of the time the fake outs are going to take place on the 15, and then, you know, the 30 is going to be obvious. So yeah, so that's what we're doing now. We're just going to wait here 8 minutes for a 30 closure. If the candle closed below, we got another, like, you know, opportunity to take some sells here. If it closes above, then we may have that fake out, you know, about to pop up on 9:30. So big closure coming up. Big closure. Baby wick. Yeah, there you go. Ecom Dre in the house. What up, Ecom Dre? The Ecom way. Get with Ecom Trey and he'll show you the Ecom way.
Hey.
By the way, I'm starting a couple of new e-commerce stores. I'm trying to get, basically what I want to do over the next 3 years is I want to start one new business, one new income stream every year that could probably like yield me like $15,000 to $20,000 a month. So I'm gonna start working on those and just take it slow. You know, 1 or 2 new income streams every single year. I'll keep you guys posted too. That way you guys can, if you guys like what I'm doing, follow suit there. But yeah, that's the goal. Going back into e-commerce for a little bit, because that's kind of what I know best, and probably just gonna hire a team to work the stores and whatnot. But yeah, looking forward to it. Ecom Dre. Drake. Who else coming to the meetup? Yo, the meetup is about to be insane.
Bro, 1 month.
Almost one month from
baby.
today. Yeah, almost.
Yeah, 1 month and like a week, maybe 6 days, 5 days.
Yeah.
Let's get it. I'm hyped. Can't wait, bro.
Same.
Amateur work's about to be a vibe.
So while we wait 6 minutes, I'll give you guys a little lay of the land for the meetup. So we're going to do a 2-day meetup. It's going to be here in Tampa, Florida. For those, anyone is welcome. You don't have to pay to come. It's a completely free meetup. You guys can come hang out either one day or both days. It doesn't really matter. But it's going to be July 5th and July 6th. And it's going to be pretty dope. We're going to meet up probably sometime in the later afternoon over at a local spot here in Tampa. And then this is the local spot here. And by the way, everything's on the website if you guys want to RSVP for all this. And let us know that you're coming. That would be very appreciated too if you can do that. But yeah, we're going to link up at a local spot here. We're going to have some food. I got a place for us to go back to. Basically, I got a mansion to go back to, and we got pools and barbecues and all sorts of things like that where we can hang out. There's games, you name it. So I say we go back to the crib, hang out. We're going to break some bread. We're going to, you know, kind of spend some time fellowshipping a little bit in a way where, you know, me and Johnny Gems and Magnus and Rafi, we'll probably open it up for like a Q&A and stuff. Yeah, any questions that you guys have, my wife will be there too, even if you guys have questions on just the journey, right, itself. You know, we want to open up some time to just fellowship with y'all and just share from our hearts a little bit that first night. And then, you know, we can hang out for the rest of the night, chill and do whatever. And then the next day, we're most likely going to link back up, get some, you know, we'll barbecue. You guys are more than welcome to bring your children, bring your kids. It'll be kid friendly. We'll have the barbecue going. You guys can bring your bathing suits. You know, the kids can bring their bathing suits, have fun. There'll be a whole bunch of games and stuff at the house as well. We'll barbecue, we'll cook steaks, hot dogs, burgers, you know, all that type of stuff throughout the day. And then I was thinking later in the night we go over to Topgolf. So we rent out like 3 or 4 tee boxes from at Topgolf. I'll get it all organized. I'll get us catering and all that stuff. And then you know, anybody that wants to come back to the mansion can come back to the mansion, chill out for a little bit, and that'll be it pretty much. So yeah, everyone's welcome. If you guys can make it to Tampa for July 5th and 6th, I'll get some of these details on the website maybe later on today. TK, if you could remind me of that, we'll add some of that stuff to the website so that way you guys have more accurate information here. But yeah, I look forward to meeting you guys. This is a little picture of our last meetup that we did. This is where we're going to kind of initially meet up and grab some food before we go back to the crib. So yeah, pull up. It's going to be a good time. The place is beautiful. I mean, where we're going to get together is a nice spot. As you can see, it's very open and outside. And again, you could bring your kids and all that stuff. We're going to have a good time. All right, candle closure yet? No. 4 minutes.
No, sir.
4 minutes. So if you guys want to come, just RSVP here on the website. I think the RSVP will be open up until like the day before. So just make sure you're coming first and then RSVP. And yeah, I'll see you there. I'll see you out there. Looking forward to shaking your hand and looking you eyeball and eyeball and getting to know you a little bit better. Closures coming up here. If you can't make this one, you can come to the next one. Don't worry, we're going to do more. We're going to do these around the world too. We're not just going to keep them here in Florida or New York like we did last time. Like we're going to hop around the world a little bit with these meetups.
Oh yeah. Have some fun with it.
You can make it for the 5th W. Let's go. Look forward to meeting you, bro. That means we're going to work out on the 6th, everyone. No workouts on the 5th. Be there both days. Amazing, amazing. If any of y'all know how to cook really good, let us know. We need someone to work the grill. Maybe 1 or 2. We need like a partner, tag team.
Yeah, we need a team. Solid team.
Yes,
That
hugs.
trade week is going to be awesome.
Yeah, and feel free, like I said, to bring your kids, gang. More than welcome to bring your kids. Have your kids sit around while we have our little fireside chat and all that. No, it's no worries at all. What is RSVP? To be honest, I'm not even that smart. What is RSVP? All I know is that just means let us know you're coming. I'm not even sure what it stands for. Reserve party, maybe? Reserve for party, something like that, I would assume.
Just RSVP.
Never heard it before. Someone told me. DeMarco thing.
Yeah, it basically just means let us know in advance that you're coming so we can have a head count on how many people will be there. There you go.
Reserve a spot.
You coming or not?
Zibus play.
There you go. Response.
Responder.
It's French.
French.
Give a response.
Okay, we got 54 seconds here on the closure. So you're going to get a 30 closure. The 1 hour is obviously still open. The 4 hours trying to move down here. The daily candle is trying to move down. You got 930. You got volume coming in. The big question is, do we pull the trigger here, right? Do we pull the trigger on these sells? I think if we can kind of close back up a little bit, you know, kind of closer to the zone like we were talking about, that's going to be best. And then we can probably fire away, fill the wick, and then, you know, obviously close partials around like 40, 42 pips, and then hold for that wick fill there. So let's just see how we close here in 18 seconds, and then we'll go from there. But so far we've kind of established that we don't want to go up, right? We tried to get above. We couldn't get above there. We grabbed the pack on that candle. We've kind of broke through all the lows now, and now we're closing strong bearish. But, you know, we want to see something, some sort of a top wick, right? Because we're right at that support now. But, you know, we know that wicks will get filled during the volume here, but it gets a little, you know, sketchy. So
yeah, that wick is the 15 range too, so
yeah, exactly.
At least we need a good top wick here, if anything.
Yep. Yeah, definitely gonna need a top wick. If we want to keep going, we keep going. You know what I mean? We don't need these sells. We want them, but we don't need them.
I think we're pretty far down now, honestly, from the range.
You have the 30, yeah.
And the 15 too.
15.
Yeah. You have support
30
sitting
and
here.
the 15.
Oh yeah, yeah, a little, yeah.
It's like mid-range on the 15-minute, like our entry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got support here. So the sells aren't even looking the hottest. Like I said, if we could have closed way up here, then it would have left us room to trade down, right? But it didn't do that. So pretty interesting here. Might have to wait on a 15. One more 15 candle. Dum, dum, dum. Yeah, we know we have volume coming in, right? That's for sure. It's just now, do we take the sell as support? It doesn't seem the best to me, right? So I think I'm going to wait on a 15 closure here, and unfortunately not participate in 930, but participate in 945, which is the second half of this 930 candle. So if 930 does want to push us back up, 915 should give us some support or something like that.
Yeah, man. And we know the best trades are convincing, you know, they're there. It's like the lights are either on or they're off, you know? Like Nick says, you're either pregnant or you're not. And if it's not convincing, it's one of those trades that maybe you may be best to say, I'd rather be out of the trade wishing I was in than in the trade wishing I was out, you know? During these types of trades that aren't really convincing. So trades that aren't convincing, it's better to be out than in.
Yes, sir. Pull up on me. Let's see here. West Coast of Canada meetup. Oh, yay.
I'm down.
Canada, eh? I'm down for a gym sesh. Yeah, I'm down too. Scotland. Some fabulous golf courses. Yeah, wasn't golf started in Scotland or Ireland? You know I'm Scottish. You know I have Scottish in my blood. Bump, bump. 50-50 trades. Yeah, these are 50-50 trades. Come to the Philippines, man. I would love to. I would love to. I would love to. Philippines looks so much fun. I want to wait. I have plans to travel around the world a bunch, but I want to wait till my kids are just maybe like 2 or 3 years older. Still hesitant to take a sell. I feel you. You know what I mean? We can't ignore the fact that there's 100% a support right there. So I just can't get any sells staring at that support right there. Yeah, that's why I really wanted the candle to close more so up here. So at least if we had the top wick, we could participate down into that support. But at this point, our entry would have to be right here. And that's legit right at support.
Yeah, facts. The urge to follow your plan has to be stronger than the urge of taking a trade.
Exactly.
So, gotta be
Hey,
disciplined
I
to the
like
plan.
that. I like that.
Yes, sir.
Like I said in that one video, you know, like we get dopamine from staying disciplined now. Like we have fun following our plan. Like that's fun to us. Like where fun used to be, let's get in and let's make money and let's take trades and let's do this. Like now the fun to us has become actually making money, right? And following the plan and being disciplined and being willing to own our trading business versus the markets, right? Owning our trading business. So that's why we're able to stay green, you know, so green, because we run the show. You know, the market doesn't run the show here for us.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
When am I coming to Iraq? Oh my gosh, should I come to Iraq?
Oof.
TTEO going all over the world. Maybe I'll make a vlog and try and hit like 20 countries in 1 year or something.
Oh, yeah. I'll tag along with that, bro.
You coming? You coming to Iraq?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yo, future's Lord, bro.
You got
Can't even
4
say
kids under 5? W, brother. W. Let's go. You got some motivation over there. A bunch of little blessings. Can I mark back the original range? Which one, brother? You talking about this one here, right? With the, I think we had it something like this. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much how we had it. How do we hear Magnus, but he's muted?
I just muted him.
Oh, I was gonna be like, wow.
Yeah.
That's some powerful stuff right there.
Yeah, right. The Vikings' voice is strong. Nick, bro, how's your morning been?
Fire, brother. Amazing. Amazing.
No London tonight? Today?
Yeah, I was in London.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I
did
saw
you
you.
hit-
I saw you there.
Did you hit break even?
Never mind,
or-
bro. I'm sorry. No, I secured profits on that trade.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Did you take it or?
I hit break even on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Shorts are looking good right about now. Shorts on Goldie or NQ? Let's go back to NASDAQ here. Okay, 930 just wicked out for us. Yeah, I think if you get a closure above, I mean, look at all the clean range. Where is it? Yeah, I would say you got, I mean, above here, I know this is a little issue here, but above there is like on point. Where's that clean traffic to the left? Where is it? Yeah, you still got room here. Yeah, you got lots of room. Those wick fills and all that. "20 countries in Europe?" Yeah, that should be easy, man. It should be easy. Come to Pakistan. Yo, I gotta come to Pakistan. I gotta meet up with Raja out in Pakistan. Yeah, I got to. He says the best place in the world, so I gotta check it out.
Yes, sir. JC, great pre-NY sesh today. A lot of good talks, and there was no trades, but we had orders placed, and we drew up a bunch of trade ideas. So yeah, W. And we were patient and disciplined to the point.
Yes, sir. Time to travel. TTT.
One of the best things about trading is you can travel and make money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's good, chat? Y'all don't think I said good morning to the chat. What's up, everyone? How y'all doing? Trading equals freedom? Yes, sir, Zyper. Yes, it does. It really does, man. To be your own boss, to work from home, to make money while you're traveling, to follow a simple blueprint that's statistically reliable. I mean, I think the pros outweigh the cons in trading if you do it right. You know, if you take the necessary steps to become, you know, the 5% who are successful in this game, trading is amazing. Yeah, what's up, chat? Good morning, everyone. What's up, Kelvin, Eric P, Mr. King? NQ's gone. Uh-oh. What's up, Miko? Good morning. Good morning, bro. Yeah, for real, Vasal, you know, when I was like in high school and I was thinking about trading, I was like, holy smokes, this could be like a cheat code, man. If I take this staying serious, like what? Like, I don't have to go get a job. Like, I can stay home, make money, be my own boss. Like, I was just honestly mind blown when I seen the opportunity, you know, in front of me. I looked at it as like a cheat code in life, you know, a way to glitch the matrix in a way. But everyone's
Bro.
different as well, you know.
Glitch the Matrix.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah, bro.
I remember sitting with charts all the time, sitting in school.
Yeah, man. It's such great vibes. It
And
made school actually like somewhat fun.
yeah, and everyone looked at me like I was the weirdest. Like,
Yeah,
like,
same,
why are you
bro.
looking at the? Are you trying to get rich?
Yeah. It's like, what are those
Funny.
stocks?
Oh man,
I know, bro.
you'll never be rich. You'll never.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, so
Bro,
you're just gonna
relax.
watch the screen? You're just gonna watch those candles move? It's a waste of time. I had people tell me it was a waste of time too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, same here.
Nah,
Why
yeah, the
don't you come out
comments.
and play football like the rest of us? Oh man.
Right? Separation right there.
Paul, you're so right, man.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
It's called advanced math. Yeah, facts, bro.
There's always gonna be haters.
Always, bro.
9:30 down.
Always. Dude's got that massage gun right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
Norman,
you hear
for
it?
real, man.
Yeah. Yeah, Christian, exactly, man. That's the other thing too, you know, be done with my day, my work day by like 10 a.m., you know? I was like, wow. It's wild.
Yeah, it's either up or down, you know, Norman. It's like they go either up at the success path or they go down the losing path.
Yeah. Never stay the same.
Exactly, we're never stagnant. We always go down or up. So, yeah, man. Slight edge.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Nick always talks about too, you're either gonna get short-term pleasure for long-term misery or short-term, you know, pain for long-term pleasure based on what you do today, you know, which you know, with your actions, your thoughts based on what you do today, with your actions and thoughts, you know, can dictate what path you're gonna go on long
Yeah,
term.
exactly. And like he didn't say wait and see those people in like a week. No, he said like 1 to 2 years, maybe even 5 years. Maybe look at those people then. You know, I'm not praying for their downfall or saying they should be failures or anything. I'm not saying anything bad about people, but I'm just saying like the slight edge is it's here. It's working right now.
Right.
It's
We're
either
playing
you
chess,
go up
bro.
or down. Yeah, exactly. So it's a long game, but suddenly it come.
Yep. We're preparing today for the future we want tomorrow, you know? Today we're creating the future we want tomorrow today.
Yo.
Yo, 975 winners in the chat. Let's go. Let's get it. W. Yo, like the stream if you can, chat. If you've caught some value today, Nick is dropping some sauce on y'all and a lot of value. So give the stream a like if you can. And shout out for y'all for pulling up. Like I told the clubhouse earlier, most people didn't even show up for their goals today. Most people said yesterday that they were going to show up today to do what was required of them to achieve their goals, and they're not here. So if you're here, shout out y'all. W for pulling up. W for showing up to hit your goals. That's what's up.
Exactly.
None I like more than a winner.
For real. And it's about winning over yourself. So if you told yourself you're gonna wake up for the stream today, but you're sleeping in, that's a loss for yourself, you know. No one's thinking anything about yourself.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Did we tap the 15 support? Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, gold's bleeding.
Yeah, I had a feeling we could move down, but being at that 30 support wasn't there. I'm happy I stayed out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, 4-hour low also broken.
4-hour low, yep.
Bro, that's crazy. Look at that 4-hour candle right now.
Solid.
I might just
I
throw
would've not
gold into the
expected
side,
that.
honestly, and like bring in NQ.
Yeah.
Don't be talking about gold like that.
I said throw goalie to the side.
Yeah,
Do a
30
little 1-2
closures.
James Harden.
30 closures on NQ look fire, actually. What time is it? 45?
Yeah, 15 silver, 30 closure above.
Yeah, 30 looks good. Yeah, maybe we peep NQ here instead of gold. Goldie downtown. Yeah, I'm happy I stayed out. Yeah, I wouldn't want to take a sell out of support. I'd never do that. Yeah, we had too much support. You know, we had it right here. Obvious support. Like the 15, you know, the only thing is like the 15 closing with the clean range there was good. But at the same time, I don't like ignoring these supports when we close right at them. So, yeah, I think it's fun. Yeah, because we could have went either way. See how we started pushing up pretty heavily there at 9:30. Started pushing. So I think it could have went either way at support. The idea was there, it wasn't worth it for me with the support right there. If I would have lost that trade later on when I was driving to the gym, I would have been like, that was such a stupid trade. Like, why would I take a sell at freaking support? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we're not trying to gamble. We're trying to, trade with the edge when the probability is in our favor.
Yep.
That's gambling, That's a 50-50 right there. So, of course, there's a probability you win. But, like, again, how are you going to get the best success long term?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think everything looked good, like we were talking about up here. Like, all this looked phenomenal. Like, everything we see happening, like, we couldn't get up. But that doesn't mean you just blindly take a sell, right? So now what happens is if this candle closes somewhere up here, yeah, we take those sells moving down into that support there. But when you close right at support, again, if I would have got in here and lost this trade, I would have probably beat myself up a little bit for that, knowing that there was a 30-minute support sitting right there and that I kind of, disrespected my trading plan a little bit. So I just don't put myself in those situations. What? Huh?
Why not 15 celery? Let me take a look real quick. Hold on. 15 celery. I don't think I see a 15 celery. Oh, I think you're talking about the breakout. Yeah, I think we're like, that entry is a little too overextended, little too late to the party. It's like mid-range on the 15-minute, right? Like if we're gonna trade in the range, like our entry would have been in the middle of the range. That's pretty overextended to me. And then also the 30-minute, right, closed right at a support level as well. So that's what I think about it. I think Nick would think the same as well.
Yeah, basically no entry because support to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically
and 15 minutes overextended.
Simple.
Yeah, true.
Even if it wasn't though, there's no trade here for me because there's a support right to the left.
Yeah, we didn't close below, and look what happened now. We came right back up now.
Yeah, exactly. True. And then an NQ, I like a 30 closure potentially. We gotta close above. Otherwise, we could just reject that zone. Oh, yeah. Otherwise, we could just reject the zone,
my
like
goodness.
kind of like we're doing here.
Bro.
So,
And
yeah.
I'm curious about NQ because NQ's at like a lot of like targets on the higher time frames.
It is.
Thank you, so funny.
You had a bit of a 1 hour like inverted celery play there too. Right there. Yeah, so we got a 15, we got everything closing up. 15, 30, 1 hour here in 9 minutes. So we'll see if we can maybe get something on this new hourly candle and walk away with a W here.
Do you like the closures below support on NQ?
Yeah, they're actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially
I
with
like
that
them
1
too.
hour. 4 hour
And
probably
higher
going to
time
close
frames.
below the range if
Mhm.
that happens. So yeah, I like it.
Yes, sir. And it's after 9:30 too.
And let's see if we get a closure on the 30. We got a new 4-hour
close you're
candle
looking
too.
for?
Yeah, I'm sorry. So 4-hour, 1 hour, 30 minute, 15, 5, all these closures are coming up now. Oh man, I highly recommend y'all get one of these like massage guns. Change your life. It change your life, brother. Ah.
Let's
Nick-
go, Kelvin. I got more
Nick,
coming
what-
this week, bro.
What you're looking for in the 30, you said?
Let's do it. What do you say? Why don't we do a fresh analysis here on everything? Yeah, let's pretend that we just got to the desk.
Let's do
So this little thing is annoying me. So let me just stop sharing my screen on Zoom real quick because it's annoying me. There we go. Perfect. Okay. You guys good? You guys can still hear the music, Clubhouse? You guys can see my
Sir.
screen? Yeah? Okay, cool. All right, so let's do a fresh analysis here. Gold, daily time frame. Let's kind of track back. Keep in mind where we are, right? So this is the daily time frame. You had yesterday's candle close bearish, but where did we close, right? We closed, let me get those tools actually real quick. There we go. We closed bearish, right? But where, right? If we look at where we closed, we have a bearish candle here. If we look at the closure, it closed right at support, right? So there's a very high chance that today we don't move down, right? We actually respect support and begin to move back up. Now the issue is we could still move down just because we're at support. So if we start breaking through these lows, which at the end of the day is going to be a lot of consolidation on the lower time frame, then you'll probably move down here, right? But if you don't break that low, you're most likely going to respect the zone, and there's a possibility that gold, the daily candle today, could end up staying bullish, right? Just being that we're in that range, and maybe we just kind of get stuck in this range for the next couple days here. That's our range, right? So we're in a bit of a tricky place here on gold, right? You're bearish, but you're at support, but you're kind of coming down and trying to flip, right? So let's take a look at the 4-hour now. So the 4-hour never pushed up here, right? We just broke the lows. Again, you have a lot of choppiness here on the 4-hour chart in this zone. You got a lot of support. That's going to be those wicks on the daily time frame. All this is going to be those wicks and stuff in that support level. So far we just broke the low, but we're beginning to pull back now, right? Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is beginning to pull back here as well. And look, gang, I'm still honestly paying attention to this zone right here that we were paying attention to from the very beginning of the stream. Notice how we still have not had a 1 hour closure below that range. Therefore, this could just be price retesting the zone and continuing to move bullish here, right? It's a major zone here. What is it? It's 3308, right? 1 hour has been respecting it over and over again. So pretty interesting that we haven't closed below there yet. If we look at the 30-minute now, we're at support, but what are we doing? We're rejecting support, right? And now we've flipped bullish. So very high chance that if you start closing above the range here, you're gonna move up and fill that range, right? That's like a 108 pip range there, right? So let's measure this range, because this could now actually turn into a bit of a tradable range. It's a 75 pip range here. I believe that if we do close strong, right, with a rejection on the 30 and on the 1 hour above the zone here, then you probably be able to go long, right? You probably be able to at least get back up towards 3312, even if that's just for the new 4-hour candle to make a top wick. I think we could still get ourselves back up towards 3312 here and then exit long positions, right? Because after that, you may melt down and kind of continue to wick into that zone there. So the buys are okay. The buys are starting to look a little bit better. We got a lot of rejections. This 1 hour candle is going to tell us a big story here, whether or not we close above or below the range. But, you know, if we sit tight here for the next like 4 minutes, we'll get our 4-hour closure, and then we'll see how we begin to open up, and maybe we can take some buys from there. So I think the buys are okay from here, but if they're not like on the money, then most likely going to have to wait for above 3312. So yeah, we'll see. We got a potential 15 fake out here though, and we're going to need a top wick on the 4-hour most likely. So that can push us up again towards 3312 here. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I like that 15. Yeah.
Yeah. because that new 4 hour gets a top wick, it's going to look like this, right? On the 15, it's going to look something like that, like a big push up. So that could be our trade, and then we can get up out of there and enjoy our day. Cool. So that's pretty much it. That's it on gold. Keep in mind we're rejecting, right? So 32.94 on the 30-minute time frame has been tapped, and now we're rejecting. We're paying attention to that support still, and we're seeing that we may end up closing above now. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. And then NASDAQ, are we still moving down? Let me go to NQ. Yeah, so let's kind of talk about this real quick too. So you got your daily. Daily's rejecting here, so that's pretty good. We're rejecting on the daily. We filled the wicks and all that. The 4 hour is getting a big rejection here as well. The 1 hour is also closing bearish, right? So we're beginning to close bearish here on the 1 hour after breaking those lows, which is pretty nice. 30-minute also has a support sitting right here. Resistance here, and then that's pretty much our range now. So I think a closure outside of that will kind of point us in the right direction. You also have a 15-minute zone here, and it's super clean coming down. So I think I'm more open for the sells here on NQ than the buys, just being the fact that the daily's now rejecting, the 4 hours also rejecting, the 1 hour closed strong bearish here, and the same thing with the 30. So yeah, I think I like the shorts a little bit better than the buys now. Just gonna need a bit of a wick because we got a new 4 hour candle opening up here. So we get a nice little wick, and then I think we could fill the range. Yeah. So hopefully the longs will start to show up on gold, and then the shorts on NQ will start to look good as well. Yeah, 2 minutes for these closures.
Last 2 minute push.
2 minutes. Imagine the whole range gets filled
Looking good.
in this 2 minutes.
Yeah, that could happen.
Don't say anything.
It is the 9:30 candle. We won't watch. We
It
won't
is.
watch.
Don't.
Key zone there. Yeah, I think you're talking about 33.12 maybe, that 1 hour, whatever it was, 33.09, 08, 09. Yeah, it is. It is. What's that look like on the 30? Yeah, we want to see if maybe we can duplicate what happened here, right? Boom, boom, boom. So maybe we can get that same price action to play out over here to the left. Later, Zyper. Have a great day, man. Enjoy the barbecue. Enjoy the
Peace, Zyper.
barbecue. Yeah, so I think is today the last Asian in London session of the month tonight? No, one more.
Pretty much the rest of the week.
Yeah, the
We got
weekend's
2
the
more.
month. Yeah.
Or 1 more. 2 more, yeah.
Asian session was lit last night. We had a beautiful trade. We timed it perfectly. Gold was being tough on us, kind of like it's being tough right now too. But man, we just followed price. We waited exactly for what we're looking for, and it worked out really well.
Sorry.
Don't tell me we're gonna close Doji.
No. Don't say that. Or are you looking at the 15-minute?
Yeah. What percentage do I risk on a live account? Usually I'll risk like today I'll probably open up anywhere from like probably 3 contracts on a GC chart. All right, so we got a bit of a doji closure, not looking the hottest. Let me go over to NQ here. Let's see how we did. Yeah, so we did close strong bear. So I do like the sells here on NQ. 15-minute close strong, 30 close strong, 1 hour close strong, 4 hours still bullish. So let's see if we can get a little bit of a attempt to move up. And then on the break of those 4 hour lows, I'm going to have a sell stop here. Yeah, I want to see if we could attempt to fill the wick though, because we need the buyers to get in. A lot of buyers missed out on this move. They want to get in on the next one. So if we can keep that small bottom wick right here and then begin to pop up and at least hit this white line, this area up here, I'm gonna have a sell stop on the break of those lows. 1 hour looks clean. 30 looks clean. 1 hour closed below all this too, so. Tough closure on gold. Tough closure on gold. I don't risk percentage, so I'm not too sure what the percentage is. I just risk fix the dollars amount. So, all right, I'm gonna have a sell stop here on NQ, by the way. So probably gonna do, what are we at? We got how many pips? About a 30 pip stop loss here. So not too bad. I wanted that up, up into that other zone up there. So now I think if we break the lows here, we got a good shot at moving down. Yeah, I'm not too sure how much percent. I'm basically willing to risk like $1,000, $1,500 per trade. I seen someone say they took 4 or 5 payouts and then blew their account. Job well done, G. Good work. Good work. So some people, they'll take 4 or 5 payouts and then blow an account, like, oh my God, I suck at trading. It's like, no, you literally milked that account, made a whole bunch of money, and then you blew the account probably just because you didn't have a lot of margin left, like a lot of room to, money-wise to trade. I think that's fantastic, bro. For real. Like the fact that you took 4 or 5 payouts and then you just, happen to blow the account. I mean, that is what it is at that point. That seems like a good ROI to me.
Facts, bro. Were you like stops on NQ?
Back in the range.
Yeah.
So somewhere back in the range above the current candle highs, if possible. Maybe even above the 5 minute if you got it like that. So yeah, I do that all the time, by the way. I take payouts and then blow accounts and then just get new accounts. As long as I'm making money, I don't care. I'm willing to reinvest. I took a payout, then blew it. Yeah, it happens, bro. It happens. Yeah, Ricky, W, bro. Congrats, man. Took 2 5K payouts and then lost the account. Chilling. You didn't even lose it. You just milked the crap out of it. Like, it's not even like losing it. It's like it did its job. You know what I mean? Like when I take my payouts, I would like for me to be able to hold the account and build it, and I have done that a few times, but there's also times where I don't, where I blow the rest of the money that's in it, and then I just get back to an evaluation, and a couple days later I have another funded account. Like this account here took me 4 days. 4 trading days. What am I risking? $99, baby.
There.
Hey, how much are you risking on that account? $99. Yeah, good job, Ricky. Way to go, man. Basically, we robbed them, yeah. Basically, we spent like, what is it? 150 times 3, that's like what, 450? 450 times 450, 5, 6, 750. So basically spent 750 recently and then turned that into 5,800. Right? So basically flipped 750, 3 accounts, activation fees, all that stuff, right? And then flipped it to 5,800, and then I took another 300 from that and just after I blew the account, just reinvested it into more accounts. Yeah. It's business, baby, business. ROI is investment. That's all it is. Or you can keep doing, the whole playing it safe and risking 0.5% and taking 2 months to pass an evaluation account, and then just I'm up 1,000, but I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna take it at 8,000, right? Just because that number sounds great, and then the account blows and it's back over again and back over again. And that's why I would also advise you guys to take your payouts. You know what I mean? If you've never taken a payout, and I said this in the ASFX podcast, but if you've never taken a payout, take it. Take it, man. Feel the money, right? Get a feeling of what it feels like to actually make money. All right? Even if you don't need the money, like even if you're doing well during the day and it's only $1,500 and you're like, I don't really need $1,500. I make 80 grand a year at my job, right? Even if that's the case, I love my profession. Even if that's the case, take the money so that way you can actually feel what it's like to take money out of the markets and reap some reward for your efforts. You know what I mean? Yeah, otherwise you just hang on to that. Well, one day I'm going to take a 10K payout. Oh, I was up 1,500 one time. Yeah. I was up 2,500 another time, but I blew the account. You know, like take the money. Take the money. You know, in this business, when the money's there, take it.
So fast.
All right, we got a good setup here. This could be a winner, it could be a loser. I really don't care which one it is. I like this trade. I like if we break the lows, we could potentially start moving down to fill the range here. There is a little bit of chop to the left, but so far all time frames are really trying to point down here outside of that 4 hour, right? 4 hours could come down, make our low. That's the risk that we run on this trade, is that this 4 hour comes down, makes a new low, and then just pops up. But other than that, 1 hour closure looks good. 30 closure looks good, 15 closure looks good, and we got that clean range, so.
Yep.
Boom, boom. But just know we can lose this trade, right? So none of these trades are guaranteed winners or losers. They all have a probability. Right now, this probability currently, I'd say we have like a 75% chance to win this trade. But there's a 25% chance we could lose. So risk and size up and down accordingly to that. Keep in mind, NQ is double the contract size, so don't get caught slipping on NQ here. Meaning if you're using 1, it's really 2. If you're using 2, it's really 4. So just keep that in mind.
It's all double.
Full margin.
Did someone say full margin?
Yes, and you will see prop firms continue to make it harder and harder as traders get better and better. You got too many traders now in communities like this, having someone else help them and lead them with more experience, and they're catching on quicker, they're learning quicker, and they're getting profitable quicker. You know, those that are committed. So the prop firms know that. I mean, we're clearly milking the daylights out of these prop firms, and they're going to make it harder for us. So I would advise you guys to stack cash too. You know what I mean? Start investing into business opportunities, start stacking your cash to trade personal capital at some point down the road, because at some point, you know, you can only milk the cow so much.
Yep.
But while it's got milk, let's do the milking.
Yes, sir.
Oh, some of you guys got slipped. Oh, damn. On MNQ. Yeah, hopefully we're good. Hopefully we break the lows here. Order filled. 15 minute over 5. I just have more data, more history on the 15 over the 5. But it looks like you got a 5 minute celery here. You're probably going to get a 15 celery pretty soon. Yeah, it actually looks pretty good. How do you place a short? You don't. You set a limit order. So you right click and you set a sell stop, sell, whatever it is. And then the numbers over here, that's how you pick the size that you want to go in with. And now I don't market execute. I put a little limit order there, and then when it gets hit, or if it gets hit, then I'm in. But I don't really like to place the limit orders like that. That market executions like that, just because, yeah. All right, so we'll see the 5 minute candle closed here. So will we get the push in this 5 minute candle, or will we wait? If we don't get activated within the next 2 or 3 minutes, I'll probably delete and wait for the actual closure. But it looks like we're gonna get activated here. All right, I'm in. So I'm in. Stops are gonna be kept above the range up here. TP is gonna be down here with this 15 minute support. And that's the trade. That's the trade. We might hesitate here within this next 15 minutes, but I mean, over the next 5 minutes, but if we close weak bullish, we got a 15-minute celery play on our hand, and that should play out pretty well, you know, after this. So, but we'll see what we can get here out of NQ. 30 looks good, 15 looks good, 5 looks great actually, breaking the lows there. So milk it, baby, milk it. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna keep my stops above like these 5-minute range up here, just in case we want to keep pushing up. I think we got in on the last 5 minutes, did we? I just looked down at the clock. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how this one works. But 5 looks pretty good to move down. As long as we respect the highs there, stops are going to be back in the range, and that'll be the trade. That will be the trade. Some of you guys got slipped. Yeah, I'm in now too, so I'm in now. I'm in with y'all.
Thank you, Slip.
We here.
Yeah. Man, I gotta go now actually, but
All right, brother.
But yeah, I hope
Enjoy, man.
hope you win the trade.
Yeah. Have a great day.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man.
You
Have a
too,
good
man.
day, bro.
Thank you. You too, Johnny. And but thank you for having me here, Nick.
Yes,
Really
sir,
appreciate
brother.
it.
Appreciate you coming by.
And of course, man. Always. I'll see you all soon for London sesh.
Cool, brother. See you then.
Got you there,
Enjoy
bro.
the day.
Peace.
Have a great day, everyone. See ya.
Peace,
Peace.
bro.
Later,
See ya,
G.
man.
Peace. I'll be right back too, guys. Give me just give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. I think the best TP too is probably somewhere a little bit before that support, probably somewhere down here. So give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Let's see. Yep. Another trade here. Let's see. Looks good to me. Well, we got 2 minutes for a 15 closure. See how we close up here in 2 minutes.
Yeah, if
Like
price
stops back in the range.
if price can kind of stay put around here, I will consider adding to this trade here. I like the break of the low there, but we'll see. Peace, Magnus. Can I go away? Oh yeah, I should leave the room, right? All right, leave the room now, Nick. Yeah. So all right, so that's NQ. So we're in there. Let's take a look at gold here. Gold did close above. We broke the highs only to do nothing really there. So nothing yet on gold. Yeah, we're still at that support level. So not too interesting or interested in this. I think, yeah, if you get a bullish closure, then I might be interested. But until then, it's whatever. What pair? Let me put the watermark on for. Hold on. So you got gold here, and then NQ is what we're in. What we're in on. Watermark. All right, we should get some volatility here on the NASDAQ too. So let's see if we can begin to push down here. 15 closure coming up here. NQ having some tricky buys. Yeah, a little tricky. Thanks for the gold update. You're welcome. Goldie.
Goldie.
Boom. How come you took the sell on NQ? At support? Are we at support? I don't see any support here. I see all clean range coming down. Yeah, this is the support that I'm looking at. So we closed below that support. We're remaining below that support. So I think if we keep breaking the lows, then you should drive down. 4 hours bearish, or 4 hours the only bullish one here. So remember what we talked about, the risk we run here is the 4 hour making a bit of a lower wick and then continuing up. But we already knew that was the risk going into this trade, with the 1 hour being bearish, with the 30-minute being bearish, the 15 closing bearish as well. That's where we got in. We got tapped in, honestly, I think in the last 5 minutes. So we'll see if we have to pay the price for that today, or if if we can continue moving down here today. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. Yeah, got clean range here coming down on the 30-minute. Pretty clean range coming down on the 1 hour. 15-minute, I don't see any supports in the way here. Yeah, gold had an obvious support, right? 30-minute support right here. So I don't see that on NQ. Hello, I'm enjoying your lives. Hey, Laura, how are you? Is there a way that you can make it so that we can see the screen better as far as the numbers? I think I can make these numbers a little bit bigger. I think there's a way to do it. Does anyone know how? I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll figure it out after the stream too. But that's pretty much it. Other than that, I don't know how to make it more visible, but I think you can make these numbers bigger. I think I used to do that on my trading view chart. Gold's got 0 volume. Yeah, gold doesn't look like it's doing much right now, so we're just literally sitting at that support doing nada.
Yeah, literally.
Nothing. 15 bearish. Yeah, it just doesn't look that good. Doesn't look that good to me. Boom. Oh, we're gonna get a pack runner here on NQ, or how's this gonna go down? Like I said, all these other time frames outside of the 4 hour are bearish, right? The only issue here is the 4 hour chart. Right. Other than that, everything looks pretty clean to move down. What we really want to see is this low right here break. If we can break through that low, you should get a straight push at that point down to our target.
Yeah, bro. I'll see the lows break.
Yeah, I mean, even if you wanted to close here like negative 15 pips and then just re-add a sell stop, but you know, that's probably not what I'll do, but that's an option here. Let's see. My internet cut out right as I got slipped. Oh man. All right, you're only 3 pips in drawdown here. So if you guys are, if your internet's out, or if you want to get out of this trade, close it here or forever hold your peace. Yeah, 2 p.m. we got news. Yep, that's 2 p.m. That's not for like another 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's like 6, 7 hours from now, so. How many trades have I taken on these new evaluations? I'm funded. Yeah, so the evaluations I've finished up. Yeah, this is my second trade on the funded account. That's how it is over here, man. One day you see me on evaluation. The next day you see me unfunded. The next day you see me take payout. The next day you see me blow account. The next day you see me buy a new account. The next day you see me funded. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but that's kind of the pattern that I'd be trading in. It's like buy evaluation, get funded, take payout, blow account, buy evaluation, get funded, take payout, blow account. That's basically been how 2025 has gone for me. But we've been making money with it, so that's what kind of matters most. Dun, dun, dun. They're holding this ish up. Yeah. What's up? What's up with NQ right now?
Yeah, where, bro?
Knows it wants to drive down. It knows it wants to. We got a 30 closure in 8 minutes. If the 30 closes bullish, I'll probably manage this. If we, close bearish, then I think we're still pretty good to go. We gotta break this low here.
One low. One low we need to break it.
Break it. Break it. What prop firm do I recommend? Top One Futures. Those are the ones that I'm using. You can use code TTE. They'll give you like 55% discount and all that. So yeah, Top One Futures would be the one for me. I like using Top Step too. So either one, Top Step, Top One. All right, lovely. I'm gonna go break even on this trade here, gang. We pushed through that low. Should be good to continue rocking down now. Yeah, I'm break even.
Let's see the volume.
Bump. Hit my TP. Nice job. Boom. Yeah, we could end up rejecting here too. Keep that in mind. There's a little bit of a resistance level right there. So we definitely could reject that, but all in all, this thing looked pretty good to keep going down. 23 pips I think we've seen. So not bad. I am currently break even on this trade, so whatever happens from here happens. Good trade. A lot of patience here, man. Yeah, I'm okay with break even here if I gotta pay that price. Yeah, so I got break even. So I think we got 24 pips. So if you close partials, good job. Looks like we did reject that area right there, which makes sense, right? 4 hour not gonna want to break the lows if it wants to continue up. So yeah, good work. I'm break even. Close full. Very nice. Good job. BE, nice. Yeah, BE for me.
And Q's got that volume. Sheesh.
Trolling. Feels amazing to be funded. WQ.
Let's go.
Yeah, good trade. Yeah, I think we just rejected this area here, which is understandable. Right there. Still in? Oh, still in. Yeah, I don't want to be in anymore. Like, if we break that low, like, I want to go break even. So, yeah, I mean, it can still push down, but keep in mind, like, the counter trends are typically you want to get out of those a little bit earlier, right? So you don't want to hold for, like, that full range, but I think I have my TP, like, somewhere over here. Just because the 4 hour is still bullish, technically, right? So... why didn't I take partials? I wanted to wait a little. Yeah, I wanted to take some partials. I think I was taking them like... I wanted to see this whole range get filled. Right? So I was going to take partials a little shy of that range. But break even was necessary there. Definitely. Passed another combine. Let's go, bro.
Hey.
Running on XFAs. Nice. Even though I got slipped, still took a win. Nice, Jason. Close full. Beautiful. Let's see what we got. Nice. First payout of 2025. Let's get it, brother. Let's get it. NQ for the week. Close full on 4 accounts. BE on 3. Very nice. Solid, bro. Solid. Good work. Let's see what gold's up to. Yeah, gold don't know what to do here.
Gold made its way back up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Solid. All right, cool. Yeah, good trade. Good trade. So do we understand why we took that trade? So 4 hour rejected the high. Okay, so daily, right? Rejected the highs. We broke the highs. We start rejecting, starting to flip bearish. So we got rejection on the daily. We had a massive rejection on the 4 hour after filling the wicks and all that to the left. With that rejection led to a strong 1 hour bearish closure, right? With clean traffic to the left. Along with that, you had a 30-minute closure as well as a 15-minute closure, right? So we did get tapped in on that 15-minute candle there and then kind of pulled back on us a little bit, but then ended up driving down. So the idea was, can we come down to make a lower wick on the 4 hour, having the 1 hour candles like, excuse me, like attempt to fill the range and whatnot. And then, you know, you had the 15 celery there as well if you got in on that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward. Small 4 hour lower wick too, right? That was our entry. Our entry was on that lower wick there. Pushes down, establishes a steeper bottom wick, and I think we could still move down here. But yeah, all in all, good trade. Good trade. Any questions? Any questions? Hey, we got MT5 here, baby. We got MT5.
Hey, yo, MT5.
Let's go.
Damn.
Let's go. Let's see here. Done for the day. Nice, man. Nice. Look at this. FNAM in the house. Beautiful, bro. Incredible. Lovely, lovely. Done for the day. Done for the day. Nice, nice. Yeah, we might be closing up shop here too. We you may have some more opportunity with NQ later, a little bit later on in the session. Yeah, afternoon. I may come back for a little NQ. Yeah, maybe if I'm around, I'll probably take a look.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, on to the next trade. On to the next one.
Sorry.
Waiting for gold. Yeah, gold may take a little bit to set up. So is the clubhouse live? Oh yeah, clubhouse is live. Clubhouse got motion. Clubhouse is cooking right now. Look at all this chatter. All chatter. All good, healthy conversation in there. There he is, FNAM. Yeah, clubhouse is stacked. What's poppin', everyone? What's poppin'? Welcome to the live stream. Jay Pipsky. Jala, my man, my man. Aaron in the building. What's good, Aaron? W, Mr. Bone in the house, baby. Let's go.
Squad's here.
Let's go. Who else? What's up, everyone? What's up? What's up? How y'all feeling? 212 people in here. We're boiling hot, baby. 212. 212. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, man. That's it. We'll be back for Asian session tonight in the clubhouse. If you guys are curious about the clubhouse, check it out on the website. It's all live streaming, a lot of good stuff. So we'll be streaming Asian, London, and we'll be back for pre-New York and New York tomorrow. But if you guys want to trade live with us for all the sessions, holla at us in the clubhouse. We'll be here for all those sessions that you guys normally trade. And we'll be back here tomorrow morning, yeah, for another New York session. What's tomorrow? Thursday, I think. Yeah, closing out this month strong, closing out the week strong. So yeah, any questions before we dip out? Anything I can help y'all with? Anything else? I've enjoyed my time here with you all today. Cool. George Poe in the house. What up, George Poe? How you feeling? Best of luck, anyone holding NQ here. Maybe we'll finish the job here. I'm out at break even, but that's that. That's that. Clubhouse, y'all good? Everyone good? Top one. So I use top one futures. It looks like you're using top one forex. So between Match Trader and Trade Locker, I'd probably go with Trade Locker. They seem to be the best. Yeah, for forex. Yeah, I'd go with Trade Locker. Trade Locker, Trade Locker. All right, I think I'm out of here. Good trade, gang. Good discipline here. Great questions today. Johnny, Gems, any last final minute, last minute thoughts?
Great day. Great day. Way to be patient, disciplined, follow the plan.
Cool, cool. Sweet,
Yes,
man.
Thank you, Nick.
Yes, sir. Good work. I will be back. I'll see y'all for Asian session, and everyone else, I'll see you guys back here on YouTube tomorrow, right around 7:45 a.m. All right.
Sounds good. Talk to
All
you
right,
later, Nick.
G's.
Thank you, bro. Chat.
Later.
Have a good day. God bless you.
Y'all
all.
have a good day.
Peace.
Blessings to you and your family. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you learned something here today. If you didn't, rewatch the stream, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out. Later. Let's go. Peace.
On me, thank God we straight. Even though I might pull up late, I ain't never too late. I'm saying my grace like God is great. Decorate this ice like birthday cake. Just tap to the food, I make my plate. I don't mean to be rude, you freak your face. Pull up in the church in a rave. You know I'm going on like Marvin Gaye. I keep going K, just pardon me. You new to the game like Shawshank. I gotta let go like love, forgive me. You know we in the house. We gotta go up like chimney. It's not just on me, it's in me. Devil, you can pull up in the hood if you want to. South Park, who killed Kenny? Father, Son, Holy Ghost. You don't want to smoke with any.
Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off, I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off. I wake in the morning and get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God. Let me go catch my red eye. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I am KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these thoughts, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go. Christ gon' trump your candidate body in this political. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I go petro, metro, retro, then I escrow my residuals. It's too formidable, them golden idols pitiful. I'm burning calves like ellipticals, this is typical. Keep it minimal, teach you how to boy. I'm out here giving clinicals. Go hard as bicentennial, nothing mythical. Need no rituals, grace of God is on continual. My boy.
For the fight of my life, hit my knees and I strap on my gloves. Boy, I've been prepping since like I was 7, and thing is I'm already covered in blood. Walking in love, this for the ones who been stuck in the mud, searching for hope. Trust me, I know what it feel like to drown in my problems, but God came and threw me the rope. Can't wait to look look in his eyes. All of my life I've been battling lies. I found the truth and took off my disguise. Come for my head, I still live for the prize. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was in the city going down, trying to blow. Everything changed when I learned to let it go. Hopping on stage, I ain't in it for the show. Only got one life, so I gotta let him know. Talk about real. I seen a man's whole bad hill. I seen a woman drooling out the mouth. I seen the demons in the casket out. I seen my brother throw his whole vape in the lake. Seen smooth heal from the dark. I seen the spirit change my own heart. Can't tell it all, but this a good start. Christopher.
K to the second letter. Who got the keys to the Jeep and the Hiller? They ain't never been realer. I am not shook, I'm a lion, didn't chill. My face blue steel, I ain't never been stiller. Ooh, KB ain't gotta get bigger. Ooh, Southside sing killers, bring light to the dark spots. Wake up, I didn't make up this God, the divine concealer. On the bread of heavens like the red and black 11s. Walking through the pearly gates. Popping through the most, I'm in the Holy Ghost. I'm looking like the Pope swerving raves. They gon' get the word today. I send a text back, never curved the fate. Jesus, curses break. Slaves get freed and the words awake. Ever seen a dope dealer? Cold killer, gold brother crying on the floor with us. Cause your hoe hit him. Had a hole in him, now you got a hole in it. Tell him the dead see here. We the new Israel, Israel. God really lives here. Watch the sin here. Way more to tell. We begin here. We begin here. I put my hand on the Bible, the Lord is my witness that KB is closer than blood. I got that HGA tatted right next to my heart, so you know it's gonna always be love. Don't need no contracts or labels, you know we got him a seat at my table. Hovey little bro, so I'm willing and able. I keep some riders at home in the stable. Whoa, 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 I done told it all, but I still got more. Remember when the folks got killed next door? Partner told me, sell pills, not blow. Shorty told me, my career won't blow. Swear I don't care about the status. Why would I clout chase when God is my daddy? Take all my records, my money, my Grammys, I'm still gonna die richer than you can imagine. Jesus the king, I'm his prophet. Send me to Nineveh, I get it poppin'. They see an interview, swear I ain't with it. I say come see what I do in my city. From cooling with Kendrick to walking through Romans with people in prison. Let me stop talking, cause man, I've been did it. Can't let my left hand on my right position. Y'all just gonna have to see when I transition. I can't tell it all, man. Let's go.
Holy Father, God in heaven, show your power, let it come, for your kingdom and your honor, through your spirit and your son. Spread the arms out, spread the arms out, spread the arms out. Spread the arms out, spread the arms out, spread the arms out.
Oh, I think they hate me. My babe T. Ain't no pardons in the garden if you snake me. You can't break me. Tryna chase me. When it's rocky, I move ASAP, you can't break me. I'm fine, I got my feet up. I ain't never scared, gon' put my heat up. I was outside and try no rip. Where my ops at, God gon' eat up. Ain't nothing free us. Lock my family up, my mama told the judge he ain't no killer. It's all good, cause on that prison, he already preaching about the healer. Spread the ops out, now the cops out. Facing death, you wanna plea, but you can't cop out. Now you locked out, I promise my God coming back when he do us a problem. Got his attention, but you don't want tension, you don't want the smoke, it's too late, you done got it.
Holy Father, God in heaven, show your power, let it come, for your kingdom and your honor, through your spirit and your son. Spread the arms out, spread the arms out, spread the arms out. Spread the arms out, spread the arms out, spread the arms out.
What's your intentions? I see your screws and your wrenches. You tryna break up the business, ruin my witness, spreading your lies and opinions. You don't deserve my attention, you's a pretender. We were so used to the code that my mama gave birth to a winner. Put all the ops on alert that we out in the trenches, and demons do not get forgiveness. Pray for repentance for all my family that's in it. I ain't the truth, I'm a witness. I got some blood on my hands, some dirt on my fingers. You know that I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it. Lord help me kill all my demons. I look in the mirror, I seen them. I had to be him, I forced her to get an abortion. I pray when I die I can meet them. They want me cheating, telling me open my DMs, eat all this fruit that I'm seeing. I got some people in prison, I need to go see them. And work for the Lord, I would be him. Yeah, I know, they won't catch me lacking. See me off in traffic, yeah, I'm packing. Got that apostolic batch it.